ESPN welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Michael Vick.
Brian Urlacher.
Our offense is explosive, very talented, fast, and very confident.
Our defense is fast, athletic, violent, relentless.
Brian Urlacher is a future Hall of Famer.
Michael Vick is one of a kind.
He's the quarterback of the defense.
The heartbeat of our offense.
We can beat you with our speed.
We can beat you with our strength.
With our mind.
With our effort.
Skill.
Will.
Precision.
Intimidation.
Our season.
On the line.
Bears. Eagles.
Monday Night Football.
Two of the best in the NFL will be on the field together here tonight on a beautiful night. 50 degrees at Lincoln Financial Field. Bears are going to get the ball first, so we'll wait to see Michael Vick and the Philadelphia offense. There's Lovie Smith, the coach of the Bears. They come off their bye. They've won their last two games at 4-3. You know, Green Bay and Detroit have done great stuff in the NFC North. On the opposite side, Andy Reid, his 200th regular season game as an NFL head coach tonight. And the Giants, their schedule is tough, but they keep winning at 6-2. So Philadelphia must win tonight, or else there will be 3 back halfway through the East. Fans and players, as usual, fever pitch here in Philadelphia. Chicago has won the toss and will receive. This is the 5th consecutive year in the regular season that these teams have met. You kind of have that on the AFC side with the Colts and the Patriots, who will meet for the 9th consecutive regular season in a couple of weeks. But these teams have become very familiar with each other, even though they're not in the same division. And there he is, Devin Hester. 5 of those 17 career return touchdowns have happened on Monday nights. And the Chicago special teams take great pride in being on the field. They know history awaits anytime Hester touches the ball. Pyrotechnics Philly style gets us ready to go, and the rookie kicker Alex Henry out of Nebraska set to send it away. And off we go with the Bears and the Eagles from Philadelphia. Hester taking it from the 2. Well covered and brought down to the 21-yard line. Juan Jarrett gets him for the Eagles. So here comes the Chicago quarterback. He started more games for the Bears than he did for the Broncos, Jay Cutler.
He's a legitimate gunslinger, perhaps the strongest arm in all of football. Very good athlete. The key for the Bears tonight is balance between the run and the pass. They must avoid a lot of long yardage passing situations. That's when Cutler's at his best.
Opening drive starts in the 21. Forte got a good block from his fullback. And gets down to the 27. Gain of 6 from Matt Forte. We're up to 672 yards already. Tyler Klutz, that fullback. Hester, Roy Williams, and Earl Bennett is back. Very important guy Jay Cutler loves to throw to. Offensive line, 3rd game this group of 5 starts together. And Jamarcus Webb, the left tackle, who was a 7th-round pick last year, is playing pretty well. Still missing Gabe Karimi, that right tackle, the rookie, out with his knee injury again this week. Forte to the right, got a good block, and there goes Matt Forte across midfield into Philadelphia territory.
Nobody touches them. 2 tight ends, 2 backs, back-to-back big hits for Forte. Take a look at it right off your right side. You're going to see 2 pulling linemen, and they get the Eagles outflanked. Well-blocked play. And if you get Matt Forte all the way to Asante Samuel, he'll have a huge night.
Run of 25 for Forte. Adding to these impressive numbers, and those are updated, he has 10 runs of 20 yards or more already this year. Tied with Fred Jackson, most in the NFL. Cutler's first throw, down the seam behind Roy Williams, and incomplete. Asante Samuel on the coverage, Philadelphia. Gets through the Eagles defense, 20 points allowed last 2 games. All the sacks from these guys up front. Jason Babin has 9. Linebackers are young. They have a 6th-rounder and 2 7th-rounders playing. Jamar Chaney's taking control of the middle and the huddle. In the secondary of the prize free agent Asamoah. You just saw Asante Samuel and 3 DBs, or 3 corners, I should say. You'll get Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie out there with Asante and Nnamdi. Forte cuts it back. A lot of room this way. And Matt Forte, what a season he's having. To the 34, first down gain of 14.
One of the strengths of Matt Forte is his vision. We always talk about speed and quickness, but you have to see daylight. Here, Matt Forte, you see the vision getting to the outside. That is one of his attributes right there, the vision.
Marion Barber checks in for Forte. He's got to be tired after those last 2 runs.
He already has 45 yards on those 3 carries. Barber in, Cutler moving the pocket, which he loves to do. Doesn't get a chance to do it that often in his offense. An incomplete intended for Devin Hester. You remember the Denver Jay Cutler? He was out of the pocket on bootlegs and so good with that part of his game.
Different philosophical approach. Mike Martz, the offensive coordinator for the Bears, is a coordinator that likes to keep the quarterback within the pocket. Cutler, I know, would like to move outside a little bit. He likes to get on the perimeter and swing it down the field a little more.
Still Barber the back, 2nd and 10. And they give to the former Cowboy Barber. It's 3 yards. Been a limited impact for Marion Barber thus far this year. Only 23 carries, 91 yards.
Here's the first blitz of the night. The Eagles haven't blitzed a lot, but you're going to see 2 linebackers in the A-gaps, just like Jim Johnson, the ex-defensive coordinator, did for years here. Philadelphia's got to do something to shut down this Chicago Bear running game. Key 3rd and 7.
Earl Bennett. Cutler went to college with him at Vanderbilt. He's in the slot to his left. Loves to go that way. Looking that way. Throwing. Who's got it? Earl Bennett. First down, Chicago. Stays on his feet to the 17-yard line. Bennett missed the last 5 games with a significant chest injury, his first game back.
Well, Earl Bennett will be the go-to receiver. Jay Cutler, they have that chemistry that a quarterback and a wide receiver love to have. Cutler does a real nice job of moving around in the pocket. That is a slow developing play. Cutler a little off balance, but you can see he has the arm strength from any platform.
Terrific opening drive from the Bears. Forte got a breather, got back in. And has a couple of yards left to the 14.
Now here's an area the Eagles defense has to make dramatic improvement. Last year, the Eagles were 2nd to last in football, and this year they're not much better. They've given up way too many touchdowns, and it's critical early in this game that they get out of here with just a field goal. But they have to improve their red zone defense. That's been their #1 goal.
Bears go 3 receivers. Eagles have those 3 corners in. 2nd and 7. They run with Forte's got a block. Cut it to the outside. Kurt Coleman. The safety comes up to make the tackle. A 3rd and a long yard.
You can see the improvement of this Bears offensive line already. These guys have been together now. They're starting to get a feel for each other. You don't see those mental mistakes up front, and they're staying with that road grader running game.
Short yardage situation. Marion Barber was brought here for plays like this. Played a significant role for the Cowboys, and they need Barber to deliver here.
This is an area Forte has struggled, especially last year. So Barber gets the first down and takes it 1st and goal to the 3-yard line. So Matt Forte, who does everything well, for whatever reason, he was 1 of 8 on those 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 runs last year. They get Barber from Dallas, and he comes in that spot and gets a first down as we have an injured Eagle on the field. Nate Allen, the safety, is down for Philadelphia. Injury timeout. From this city so important in America's history, we remind you that Veterans Day is Friday, and we join the National Football League, its teams, and everyone else saluting those who have, are, and will serve our great country. Veterans Day, 11-11-11. The injured safety, Nate Allen, came off the field under his own power. It is a great drive to start here for the Bears. 9 plays, 71 yards, or 10 plays, 76 yards, I should say. And they have it 1st and goal at the 3. That one touchdown 3 weeks ago in the blowout on a Sunday night of the Vikings. This one, Babin with the contact of Forte in the backfield, and the pursuit gets to Matt, and he loses 2 yards as Kurt Coleman, the safety, comes in for the tackle.
Well, that's awful ambitious right there. They just ran that play into an all-out blitz. You're going to see Philadelphia Eagles all across the board. Just look at all the Eagles. It's a 10-man front, and they're outnumbered, and that play has no chance. I don't care how good Forte is. Numbers were against them.
Eagles have Jaquan Jarrett, the rookie second-round pick out of Temple, in for the injured Nate Allen at safety. Forte goes to the top of the screen on 2nd and goal. Cutler fires, caught at the goal line, and in for the touchdown. Matt Spaeth, the former Steeler, and the Bears score on an impressive opening drive.
Wow, Mike Martz, offensive coordinator, shifts into a bunch formation. You see Brian Roll, number 59, cause confusion in that Eagle defense. No one covered him. That's where Mike Martz comes into play. Shifting when you least expect it. Catch a young linebacking core out of position. You make them pay.
Robbie Gould for the extra point. Good rush off the edge by the Eagles, but he bangs it through. Great opening drive. 79 yards, capped off by the 2nd touchdown of the season for Spaeth. Caught one in the opener and opens this game with 6. Forte did a lot of damage on that drive, as you see, 52 rushing yards. Talking with Mike Tice, the offensive line coach of the Bears, who just walked away. Touchdown from Matt Spaeth, the former Steeler, and Jay Cutler and the Bears with a great opening drive here on the road. Now see if the Eagles respond. Deon Lewis is back deep to receive. His kickoff going toward the sideline and goes out of bounds. So mistake from the veteran kicker Robbie Gould, who struggled a bit during warm-ups with some of his field goals. And just hit a bad one there.
Kickoff out of bounds on the kicking team, number 9. Ball will be spotted at the 40-yard line. First down.
First time Robbie Gould has kicked one out of bounds, his 39th kickoff of the season. So that gives Michael Vick and the Eagles great field position at the 40-yard line.
Mike, he's never been more impactful as a dual threat. He's matured into a complete NFL quarterback, and the audible phase is now part of his game. That's dangerous.
And you see a little bit of that right there, adjusting the play. And on first down with time, Vick fires incomplete. Jeremy Maclin got tangled up with Charles Tillman coming out of his break, but it's an incompletion. So with Vick, who's making his 19th start with the Eagles, with John McCoy, 15 yards from scrimmage, as we mentioned. Macklin's leading this team with 40 catches. You have that game breaker in Deshaun Jackson. And up front, the 3-time All-Pro Jason Peters leads that offensive line. Rookies starting next to each other, though, with the center Kelsey and the rookie right guard Danny Watkins. Didn't start his football career till late. He turned 27 yesterday, even though he's a rookie. Second down, second throw. Vick's pass is complete for a gain of 8 yards as the tight end Clay Harbor's tackled by Lance Briggs. So the Bears defense, Julius Peppers, mentioned in the open, feeling better after injuring his knee last month in Detroit. The linebackers, Urlacher and Briggs, their 108th start together. The corners have played well, and the safeties under pressure. Major Wright's second year, Chris Conti, a rookie, starting together for the second time this year here tonight. 3rd and 2. And Vick's pass is complete to Brent Selleck. He's had a very good last couple of games. That's 11, now 12 catches in his last 9 quarters, and an Eagle first down.
Very impressive by Michael Vick, hanging in the pocket, letting that play develop down the field. The one thing you notice from Michael Vick this season is the maturity. Here, just a slight roll, sets up, now wait for Selleck to open up.
This place where Andy Reid loves a little trickery. Keep in mind, I hear Vic audible. Looks like the Bears are going to heat it up.
Chicago territory in the 46. McCoy dancing, moving. DJ Moore did a good job to close him down, and a loss of 4. Urlacher is credited for the tackle, but DJ Moore was home.
Well, that's Chicago Bear effort. You're going to see Moore come right off the slot. It's going to look like a dead play. And watch these Chicago Bears relentlessly pursue LaShawn McCoy. That's the kind of signature effort it's going to take all night to stop McCoy, Vick, Jackson, and this skilled Philadelphia Eagle football team.
On 2nd and 14, Deshaun Jackson comes around to take it. Urlacher couldn't chase him down, and Jackson's out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a good 10-yard gain by Jackson.
Well, every week we have Philadelphia in the first 15 somewhere. Andy Reid does something creative to get Deshaun Jackson the ball. Why wouldn't you? He runs about 4 flat. But just a good inside run action. They hand the ball to Jackson over the top. Now later in the game, they're going to hand the ball off and fake that around and really give the Bears fits. This kid can fly. Dynamic wide receiver, Deshaun Jackson.
Third and 4 for Vick. Throws deflected and incomplete. So as Vick was being pursued, Nick Reed and Brian Urlacher over there get a hand on it, and it'll force 4th down.
Once again, outstanding discipline by the Bears defense. They did not let Michael Vick get to the edge. When he gets to the edge, that's when he's most dangerous. So Brian Urlacher in that zone coverage from that linebacker position, reading the eyes of the quarterback. Brian Urlacher knows what he's doing out there. He's been doing it for a long time.
There's Hester going back. Chaz Henry will try to pin the Bears in deep. Rookie punter out of Florida. 18 punts his first 7 games. Got a good amount of hang time on this one. And Hester with the fair catch at the 12-yard line. The Bears score their first drive back on the field after this. NFL conducting a great salute to service campaign. Stadiums this week around the country supporting our troops and veterans. ESPN joining Saluting America's Heroes. Join the NFL and ESPN by making a donation through the website www.giveuso.org or text GiveUSO to 50555 to make a $10 donation. And that's just happened here at Lincoln Financial Field. That's a family reunion. One of our troops who's just come back home, and family on the sideline to see them and surprise them. What a great moment here while we were away in that timeout. Drive 2 for Chicago, starting at their own 13. Eagles safety Nate Allen went back to the locker room when he was injured on that last drive. Forte was waiting for space. Nothing there. No gain.
On the Bears' first series of the game, the offensive line of the Bears was very good at getting Forte to the second level. That's what the offensive line is supposed to do. Pull people. You see Forte untouched 25 yards down the field. And he also has terrific vision to cut back. But once he's in the second level, come the big plays. On that first drive, he averaged 8.7 yards per rush. Great start.
Trevor Laws got over there to make that tackle on Forte to shut him down on a no-gain first down. Remember, we have a rookie safety in there for the Eagles as Cutler stands in there and throws. That pass is pulled through somehow. Jamar Chaney, the linebacker, had a hand on it, but Spaeth makes the reception.
Great play by Cutler. You know, the Bears use this quick protection. I call it a laser. Everybody's going to slide to the left, and watch Forte cut the defensive end. Pressure's going to get on Cutler, but watch how he throws this ball from an awkward release. The accuracy, that's an awesome play by Cutler.
Laser because they're blocking to the left. So if it's right,
we call it a razor.
Very in-depth stuff. I love it. Football's so complicated. Flag down here before 3rd and 2. 2 flags thrown.
Got 12 guys.
12 men in the offensive huddle. Penalty. 3rd down.
I know that's not legal.
That was a good call.
That was a good call.
We don't need to review that.
I saw, well, 3 to the right, 2 to the left, and Forte in the backfield.
Well,
and that's where the quarterback, you know, Jay Cutler's played enough football. He ought to recognize that, and he's got to run traffic to and from the huddle a little bit better. Clearly, he's upset with the personnel substitutions. Mike, it's been a huge problem all year long. They've used more timeouts in the first quarter and in the third quarter than any team in football, and that's an inexcusable error early in the game.
That's Shane Day. He's on the sideline, the quarterback coach. The plays come from Martz to Day and in, and when personnel groups change, problems like that happen. 3rd and 7. Deep drop, Cutler. Laser shot caught by Roy Williams for the first down at the 30-yard line.
Oh, watch Trent Cole. Watch the job Lance Lewis, a converted guard, is doing on Trent Cole. Cole said he wanted to go outside. He tried to use an inside move, and Lance Lewis buries him, and Cutler stands in there nicely. Good anticipation, and Roy Williams uses his size to go get it.
Well, you can see if Cutler gets time in the pocket to stay on that back leg, step and throw, he will slice up a defense. Don't let him get hot if you're the Eagles defenders.
Forte. Nothing. Ryan Roll, the rookie out of Ohio State, 6th-round pick, made the play. We mentioned Matt Forte and how often he is involved in the Chicago offense. Just this season, highest percentage of your team's offensive yards, he's number 1. More than Maurice Jones-Drew, more than Fred Jackson. Really almost half the offensive production of the Bears out of the 4th year back out of Tulane.
And the Eagles told us he's our number 1 target, number 1 mission. Stop Matt Forte. So far, they haven't done it.
Off. Thus far, he's 52 of the Bears' 101 yards. Forte resets to his tight end, Tyler Klutz. Gets 4 yards. He'll be tackled at the 34-yard line by Roll.
Cutler does a real nice job looking at his left first. He's trying to get the inside route, not there by Earl Bennett, but comes back to the Tyler Klutz. What an outstanding catch, and what a story this Klutz is. The guy played in Canada, was in the Arena Football League, was with Cleveland. He's been a nice addition to the Bears offense.
Go! Bears have made all their 3rd downs tonight so far. Cutler escapes, fires, caught for the first down. Just shy of midfield, it's Johnny Knox, tackled by Asante Samuel.
Watch what the Eagles did here. They brought 5 defensive linemen onto the field. Number 55, Darryl Tapp, is going to be standing up, but they're trying to get the Bears all in one-on-one situations with the line stunt. But Jay Cutler is so calm and cool under pressure. He evades the rush, and he has the cannon to throw the ball 15 to 18 yards down the field, accurate and on a line. Great play by Cutler.
And what a start here for the Bears, guys. They have 7 first downs to the Eagles 1 in this first quarter. Forte got away from Roll's tackle, but that time Philadelphia's pursuit. Jamar Chaney comes in to make the tackle with help.
You know, Forte has a lot of great statistics. 14 runs of 15 yards or more, 9 of 20 or more. But he also leads the NFL in stuffs. He has had 21 runs for negative yardage. That's unheard of for a great back. That's the one thing with this rushing game the Bears need to improve, are those negative yardage plays.
It was a Barry Sanders stat for many years. He'd have -1, 0, -1, and then like a 60. 2nd and 10 again. Cutler moves the pocket, comes back to the other side. His pass for Forte is short and incomplete. A couple of the Bears coaches looking for a flag on that play for a defenseless player, but correctly none was thrown.
They try every which way but loose to get this guy the ball. I mean, what's not to like about him? He's durable. He's dependable. He never fumbles. He's elusive and fast. He's got great hands. He can pass protect. He's the ultimate joker. He's comfortable in any hand. Big 3rd down.
Eagles go dime, 6 defensive backs. And Cutler on the outside, loads and launches, contact, no flag, and an incomplete pass. There's Asante Samuel there to break it up, and shaken up on the play.
That time the Eagles brought Kellen Davis in short motion and allowed Cutler to get on the edge. Hopefully Samuel's all right.
So a stop for the Eagles, 4th down when we come back. Asante Samuel walked slowly off the field. He took a shot in the most sensitive and painful area, and he was grimacing as he came to the sideline. Deshaun Jackson back for the Eagles, then Adam Podlish to punt for Chicago. Fair catch called. Jackson runs up to get it. Short kick, only 30 yards, no return, and a second opportunity for Michael Vick and the Eagles offense to get on the field in a 7-point hole in this pivotal game against the Bears. Eagles seemingly scored at will last Sunday night against Dallas 34-7, then beat Washington the week before that 20-13. So Philadelphia's offense has been rolling the last 8 quarters, but just one drive. Bears keeping the ball away thus far. Drive 2 starts at the 22. And to the backfield, send Sean McCoy out, and we get a false start on Philadelphia.
Start. Offense, number 63. 5-yard penalty. First down.
The rookie out of Baylor, the first-round pick, Danny Watkins, flagged there. We mentioned Asante Samuel was injured on that 3rd down that the Bears did not convert a moment ago. You get a look as Samuel goes up. And he comes down and immediately reaches for the groin area, and over there tending to him on the sideline. He's been grimacing in pain, so we'll watch next time the Eagles get the ball back. McCoy gallops away from a Briggs tackle, but is pursued by Urlacher. Minimal gain.
Brian Urlacher. You want to see a middle linebacker that can find the football and then make a tackle? Watch Urlacher, number 54, start to his left, fall back, find McCoy, and then fire away and make a great tackle. Outstanding middle linebacker, all-time leading tackler of the Chicago Bears. He can still cover ground.
Getting towards the end of the quarter. After a McCoy gain of 1, here he is on the draw to the right. Got a terrific block from Todd Harrimans and gets out to the 27-yard line. To play, the Eagles have run a lot with a great deal of success here in the last month as Samuel heads back to the locker room. Already another starting DB back in the locker room. Tough quarter for the Eagles, who trail Chicago by 7. Quarter number 2 from the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Bears lead 7-0. Mike Tirico, John Gruden, Ron Jaworski, Susie Culver on the sideline tonight. Susie tells us that Nate Allen, the Eagles defensive starting safety, out with a concussion. So they've lost one of their starters, and Asante Samuel back to the locker room. So some concerns on Philadelphia's defensive side as the offense tries to kick it in gear a little bit. 3rd and 5 to start the quarter. And Vick spreads him out. The Bears rush 4, and the throw is complete to Brent Selleck, and the tight end has a first down as Charles Tillman takes him down.
Let me show you that last running play the Eagles ran. It's a new scheme. The tight end's going to release like it's a pass, and Urlacher has to respect that. But now watch right tackle Herman set like it's a pass, lure the end up the field, and then he goes and KOs Urlacher. This scheme is killing the National Football League right now for Philadelphia, and Howard Mudd, the new line coach, brought it here from the Colts.
First down, Vick got it out quick. Deshaun Jackson on the sideline gains about 4.5 yards.
But you've been following these Eagles, and they've had a big offensive line with Andy Reid here, Juan Castile coaching this offensive line. Here comes Howard Mudd from the Indianapolis Colts. And this offensive line has gotten smaller, quicker. They've added new schemes. They block their play-action passes differently. Major adjustments up front for the Eagles, and they're improving.
Howard had that hip replacement surgery 3 weeks ago. Works around in a cart during practice. On the crutch on the sideline as Vic sets up, takes a shot down the sideline. Incomplete. Step for step with Jackson was Tim Jennings. And Vic got hit by Amobi Okoye.
You know, Mike, watching this game through the first quarter here into the second quarter, the Bears are playing a lot more man-to-man than I thought they would. They're normally a zone team. But you see Jennings matched up onto Deshaun Jackson and does a heck of a job. And Vic is taking these hits. Once again, Amobi Okoye, after the ball is thrown, takes the shot.
Anthony Adams is scratched. He had started the last couple of games inside, but Okoye, Stephen Paya, Matt Tuina, Henry Melton, the 4-tackle rotation for the Bears. There's another 3rd and 4. And Vic throws incomplete for Selleck as the safety. Chris Conti was buzzing through, and a flag is called as Major Wright was in coverage.
Interference, defense, number 27. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
Well, you've talked about these safeties, how much improved they are. Peppers comes clean on a stunt, hits Vic right away. And it looked like Major Wright got there a little early, but Julius Peppers on a tackle-in stunt levels Michael Vick. That's back-to-back times Michael Vick's gone down hard. Eagles got to improve their protection.
It's a gain of 17 on the penalty. On the second-year safety Wright. Bears wanted movement there. Thought they had somebody in the three-point stance moving. Didn't get it as Vic gets it to McCoy, and he is brought down by Henry Melton. I love these tackles and this rotation for the Bears.
And Mike, one of the things I've been worried about has been the hits on Michael Vick this season. He's been knocked to the ground 90 times. I went through every pass of Michael Vick this season. Far too many hits for the quarterback. We know he's tough. He'll hang in there, but no quarterback can make it to the end of the season taking the vicious type of hits that Michael Vick has taken. 90 times knocked to the ground, hit an additional 36 times. Far too much.
You see that about 1 out of every 3 times he drops back, he's contacted. The second highest in the league. And the just under 6-foot Vick escapes, chased down by Lance Briggs. How about Lance Briggs in year 9 coming all the way across the field to get Vick?
I hate to get too excited about effort, but boy, it's one of the things that excites me the most. Lance Briggs, number 55, is going to see Vick come out on a boot, and you know how fast Michael Vick is. But watch Lance Briggs run through and go get Michael Vick. That's supreme effort. That's what you expect from your team captain, Lance Briggs. What an effort.
Eagles have converted a couple of third downs on this drive. Again, a manageable 3rd and 3. And Vick will take timeout. Over 2.5 gone by in the second drive of the night for the Eagles.
ESPN's Monday Night Football is brought to you by the new Capital One Cash Card for the people who want 50% more cash. Nissan, innovation for today, innovation for tomorrow, innovation for all. And NFLShop.com. Spend $100 today and get a $25 gift card at NFLShop.com.
Get a good look at Center City, Philadelphia, and just a few miles away. Our aerial coverage tonight brought to you by DirecTV. Ideal night here in Philly. Clear, wind not a factor, temperature in the upper 40s. 7-0 Bears, the 4-3 Bears. Eagles have converted 2 third downs on this drive. One by a Vick pass to Selleck, one by a pass interference penalty. Now they're trying to run for one with McCoy up the middle. And LaShawn McCoy chased down by Urlacher after a first down gain of 17.
Man, is he fast. Just a reverse pivot, inside handoff. And watch the safety, Conti, the rookie, come down and try to make this tackle on McCoy in the open field. Wow.
Pretty hard to make that play when you're 18 yards deep in that safety position. And look at the speed of McCoy.
Eagles in the red zone. Vick fires, intercepted off the hands of Briggs to Major Wright. And Wright moving down the sidelines, picking up blocks. And he's pushed out of bounds past the 45-yard line. So the young safeties on the clock here tonight, under the microscope. And the second-year man Wright comes up with the interception.
Lance Briggs makes it happen.
Career interception number 1 for the former Florida Gator, Major Wright. And an Eagles turnover. Turnover is a big part of the Philadelphia story early on this year. And here, as they get to the red zone on their best drive, their second drive of the night, Vick is intercepted off the hands of Briggs. Major Wright has the pick and a good return of 36 yards. And Jay Cutler and the Bears take over at their own 48. Play action with Forte. Cutler with a howitzer behind his tight end, Kellen Davis, and incomplete.
Well, the Bears, excuse me, Mike. Excuse me, that last play, the Bears fooled them. They showed Vick cover 2. And this play is designed to get Deshaun Jackson down the seam off of play action. But watch the Bears rotate into a 3-deep zone. Lance Briggs reads it and steals this ball. He should have intercepted it himself, but it's these disguises. They show you a 2-deep zone, and right before the ball is snapped, they mix coverages. Lovie Smith's been doing it for years.
2nd and 10. Noah Asante-Samuel out there for Philly. They run by Forte across midfield into Eagle territory at the 47-yard line.
You know, the one thing that has hurt the Eagles this year has been the turnovers. In their 1-4 start, they were -10. The last couple wins, they were +3. You know, you have all those weapons, but you must take care of the football. All season long, they've shown the tendency to be careless with the football. But give the Bears the credit there. Lance Briggs did a terrific job of reading Michael Vick's eyes.
Third and 6 with pressure. Cutler gets it to Earl Bennett with a flag down, a first down, as Earl Bennett takes it to the 38-yard line. Let's check the flag.
Interference, offense, number 80. 10-yard penalty, third down.
That's Earl Bennett again. Cutler's favorite target on third down. It's a little option route. He's working against Ocilio Hansen. And they caught Bennett with a little push off. You got to keep those arms tight to your body. It's on the right side of your screen. You see a little extension of the arms. Big penalty.
Instead of a first down pickup at the 38, you're back to 3rd and 16. Eagles bring 4. Cutler has time. He's got Bennett again, and they still get the first down. Almost right back where they were. Even better, to the 32-yard line. Earl Bennett, what an addition to have back for Jay Cutler in this Chicago offense.
It all starts with protection. When you get in 3rd and 16, the quarterback needs time for this route to develop down the field. You see them wheel back to the outside, a little contact with Asamoah and gets it. But boy, when Cutler gets that kind of time, he's going to find somebody. Earl Bennett is the go-to guy when Cutler gets in a situation where he needs him. You see last year, 4 receptions, a couple touchdowns.
Asante-Samuel back in for Philadelphia. On 1st and 10, Cutler falls, loses the ball, and gets back on it before Brandon Graham could get to him. We get to a Sports Center right now, and here's Trey Wingo.
Michael, thank you. 2 former high-ranking Penn State officials, including former athletic director Tim Curley, are free on $75,000 bail. They're accused of failing to alert police to complaints that former assistant coach Jerry Sandusky was sexually abusing boys. The Pennsylvania Attorney General said Joe Paterno was not a target of the investigation at this time. Michael, back to you.
All right, Trey, that has been the big story here in the state of Pennsylvania. Philadelphia, it's led the local newscast all day. Earl Bennett taking a direct snap. Cutler out at wide receiver. And Bennett puts it in the belly of Forte. You look at a wildcat there and gain only 2 yards. We'll have 3rd and long coming up.
Consider that an interesting call on 2nd and about 16 or 17 yards. I don't like that call at all. You got a hot quarterback like Jay Cutler. Keep the ball in his hands, not Earl Bennett on a handoff.
Big play for Chicago right here. They're about 4 or 5 yards outside of Robbie Gould's range. In comes Dane Sanzenbacher, the rookie out of Ohio State. Man, I love that name.
I usually get to say who comes in the game, but you got Sanzenbacher, huh?
Couldn't help himself.
3rd and 15. Sanzenbacher in the middle of the 3 at the top. They run Forte up the middle, so a couple of curious play calls there, but that gets them close enough to take a shot at a field goal of about 51 yards.
And he's one of the best in the business. Robbie Gould, 14 out of 15 right now, clearly in his range. Conditions are perfect. It'll be about a 51.5, almost a 52-yard kick.
Robbie's been at this a long time, 7th year in the league. He's only had 10 attempts from 50 yards or more, and he's 6 of 10 on those. It's officially 51.
Money.
On a line, and Robbie Gould bangs through a big field goal. So the Vick interception turns into 3 for the Bears. The defending champs have opened 8-0, although it got hairy at the end there in San Diego. Aaron Rodgers and the perfect pack welcome Adrian Peterson to the Vikings. Can you smell the brats cooking? We'll be at Lambeau next Monday night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 cheese time. Can't wait. Minnesota and Green Bay. And it's always interesting NFC North where the Packs 8-0, the Lions 6-2. And the Bears looking pretty good here. Up 10-0 on Philadelphia. Here's Dion Lewis with the return. Not getting to the 20-yard line. Anthony Walters, the backup defensive back, with good special teams coverage. Tough start for Michael Vick. He's taking hits. He's throwing a pick. And the Eagles are down 10. See if they can get it going on offense when you come back. Lance Briggs, Brian Urlacher, that Chicago defense just seems like they've been there every game the last 10 years at linebacker. They continue to be productive and impactful as they were on that last drive. Briggs helping cause the interception of Vick. Eagles' 3rd drive, starting at their own 18 and going back 3 yards as the other linebacker, Nick Roach, made the tackle.
What really impresses me is the effort of the Bears. Watch Lance Briggs run through. Watch how far he has to go to get Michael Vick. 41.3 yards, and then the effort to the ball. One guy misses McCoy. Keep hustling. There's 5 Bears after him. And by the time McCoy hits the dirt, there are 7 Chicago Bears. That's signature Lovie Smith, Rod Marinelli, Bear defense.
2nd and 13, Vick trying to get going with a McCoy screen. Got a downfield block. And a yard shy of the first down is LaShawn McCoy.
I can hear Rod Marinelli yelling at these Bears. Hey, effort takes no talent. But these Chicago Bears look like the Bear defense of the last couple years. They've only given up 14 points a game the last 2 weeks. 5 sacks against the Vikings. 4 picks against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Already another one tonight. And they're flying around fast and they're hitting.
Eagles converted a couple of 3rd downs to that last drive. Here's 3rd and a yard. And on the inside, McCoy fighting for that extra yard. Look to get it across the 26-yard line. Urlacher was pulling him. Peppers is hurt. Julius Peppers down for Chicago. And right away, the Bears medical staff out to check on the 6-time Pro Bowler. Such an impact in Lovie Smith's defense.
Julius Peppers, certainly a tremendous football player. You see that? Ooh, didn't look good.
Left leg got pinned there after Jason Kelce hit him. Peppers has been bothered by a knee injury that he suffered in Detroit a few weeks ago. Taking a look at Julius Peppers' left knee. That is the knee he injured 4 weeks ago on Monday night, an MCL sprain, medial collateral ligament of that left knee. He got tied up in that pile on the short yardage where the Eagles picked up the first down. And there's medical staff over to look at Julius, who did not miss a game after that injury, but certainly was limited. Told us he's starting to feel more himself coming off the bye week. First down for the Eagles at the 28. Owen Schmidt, the fullback out of West Virginia, in front of McCoy. And Vick's throw is broken up by Urlacher, intended for Macklin and incomplete.
This Bear defense has been outstanding. The Eagles are averaging about 450 yards a game. Urlacher, good depth on his drop to get 15 yards downfield to make this play. He doesn't bite the play action. He gets his depth. Boy, he hunts up Macklin, undercuts the route, and almost picks it off. Tremendous play by Brian Urlacher.
First down has been a problem for the Eagles here tonight. A second down run stuffed by Urlacher. What a game these guys are having. Melton hit him first, but Urlacher, the 7-time Pro Bowler, with the cleanup.
Well, Dallas played a lot of cover, too, and Philadelphia ran it down their throat. The Bears are blitzing, and they're playing a single safety, and they're saying somebody else is going to beat us than LaShawn McCoy. Sooner or later, Michael Vick is going to have to take advantage of this man-to-man coverage. Jeremy Macklin and Deshaun Jackson, I'm sure, are wondering when I see a football. Now they're back to their split safety, long yardage cover 2.
Ronnie Brown joins McCoy in the backfield, 3rd and 9. There's the 4-man Chicago rush. Here's Vick. Hit as he throws. Caught by Macklin. First down to the 41-yard line. Vick scrapes himself off the ground after a big gain of 30.
What a throw by Michael Vick. But that throw was invited. The safeties at the start were about 20 yards deep, as you can see them, and they retreat. So you see the big void in the defense. Charles Tillman playing short, safeties over the top. Michael Vick delivers a strike, but those safeties were deep on that 3rd and long. Big void in the defense. Vick took advantage of it.
Stephen Paya was the one who hit Vick just as he threw, but a big gain of 30. Biggest chunk of the night for the Eagles. McCoy is out, Ronnie Brown in. Philadelphia's backfield. And against pressure, Vick throws complete to Brent Selleck. Tight end's got 10 and another Eagle first down.
Well, it's another early down blitz. Michael Vick reads it, sees his hot receiver. You're going to see the blitz coming on your left side. Tight end Selleck goes from right to left, sits down between the linebackers. Excellent job by Michael Vick. Rod Marinelli, defensive coordinator of the Bears, coming after these Eagles on early downs. Let's see if that continues.
Bill Brown is the back. Vick hit as he throws again, incomplete off the hands of Brown as Israel Adonijah that time hit Vick.
And those hurt. Israel Adonijah landed on Michael Vick as he hit the ground and drives him into the ground, and those will rattle you. You'll see Michael Vick. Adonijah beats Todd Harriman's. Vick does not see him right here. That's the one that hurts when you got Adonijah, 270 pounds, driving your body into the ground.
Peppers out, so Adonijah and Nick Reed are the only healthy defensive ends. Only 3 pure ends dressed tonight by the Bears. Second and 10 for Vick. Chased by Tuina. He can beat him to the corner. But coming up was Nick Roach, the linebacker, to force Vick out of bounds after a gain of only 2 yards. We'll have 3rd and 8. And here comes Julius Peppers back in the game for the Bears.
That's a good sign. You know, this defensive line of the Bears, a lot of no-name guys other than Peppers. When you look out there, you see Henry Melton. Melton played running back at the University of Texas. Adonijah took 6 or 7 years to come on. Julius Peppers is the man in Chicago, and these are the 3rd down situations he's paid to deliver on.
You know, Michael Vick reads man coverage very well, and he likes to break the pocket. I wouldn't be surprised to see Vick run here shortly.
Having called Jason Avant's name, the third receiver. Vick trying to run. Chased down by Peppers. Welcome back in the game, Julius Peppers.
Nobody blocked them. The linebackers cheat up into these gaps, and the offensive line wants to account for them. Nobody touches Julius Peppers. Watch him break down and bag Michael Vick. What a player.
And now the 4th round draft pick, Alex Henry, out of Nebraska, is going to try a field goal. Late substitution on the offensive front for the Eagles. Now they're all set. A 47-yard field goal attempt from Henry, who's only attempted one over 40 yards. Good, yes, just able to sneak it in inside that right upright. Not exactly booming, but it counts nonetheless. After a lot of work, the Eagles are on the board. Three drives aside here in this first half, and finally some points for the Eagles, a 10-3 lead. Guys, we saw the Eagles offense so explosive last week against the Cowboys, and the Bears defense has come up with a good game plan and really taken Philly out of that rhythm.
Yeah, they've really mixed it up on the defensive side, the blitzes, the man coverage. I mean, this was a team that was a predominant cover 2 team, soft zone. Vic kind of torched them last year, but they've been good tonight.
Henry with the kickoff. Johnny Knox back to take it at the 5. Couldn't get to his lead blocker up the left side there. Matt Spaeth was getting out in front, and he goes down at the 20-yard line. So Hester back there, but doesn't get to catch the kickoff. As we're under 2 minutes, first half here in Philadelphia. We'll see a 2-minute drill from Jay Cutler. Chris Berman, Adam Schefter, Chris Mortensen, Toyota halftime show coming up. Well, the fastest 3 minutes, the perfect Packers. The most discussed 3-5 team in the history of civilization. More on T-Bone. And the Ravens Steelers, heck of a game last night. And the fines that may come after it. Toyota halftime show coming up. How about Baltimore getting the sweep of the Steelers, now 6-2. And all the talk of Tebow and Cam Newton. What about Andy Dalton and the 6-2 Bengals shocking the AFC in the first half of the season? Full complement of timeouts. Cutler from the 20. Loading up, sending it downfield for Hester. Incomplete, broken up by Asante Samuel, who is playing, the Eagles tell us, with a groin laceration. Ow. And he's step for step with the fast man Hester.
Well, and Jay Cutler heaves this one about as far as he could throw it, just slightly underthrown. Samuel in good position. You see right there, Asante Samuel right on Devin Hester, step for step.
Got to watch the screen right here if you're Philadelphia. Bears love screens in the 2 minute.
Cutler through the hands of Sonsenbacher, the rookie out of Ohio State. Incomplete, third down. $1:48 left here in the half.
Yeah, Cutler put it right on the hands of Sonsenbacher. Could have turned up the field, but he couldn't hold on. That one was spinning. It came out of Cutler's hand. Whew. This is one of those darts that he gets rid of. Look at him rotate it right here. There's Sonsenbacher right through him. He could have turned up, got the first down, drops it.
Philadelphia love to get a stop here. I'm sure Andy Reid is thinking, take a quick timeout if that's the case. Eagles need to rev up this pass rush. Been awful quiet tonight. Babin and Cole.
Cutler throws behind Forte. What a catch. Then he lost the ball. It's a fumble. It's Brian Roll. Eagle touchdown.
Well, that's what great defenses do. They applied pressure to Jay Cutler. Trent Cole was in his face. And great hustle to the football by the Eagles. Here's Cole, power rush and Webb. He's going to get in Cutler's face, and Cutler throws it off his back foot. Then it's just great effort to the football by the Philadelphia Eagles. Forte's got to put the ball away.
It's a scoring play, so it's automatically reviewed. Does he have complete control of the ball? Is it a catch? And then the fumble. That's the #1 question here. And Scott Green's going to go take a look at this via replay. Because it's in the last two and a scoring play, you got a couple of different ways to go force a look at it. Did Forte have control, take those steps of control, and then fumble? Timeout. Matt Forte rarely, if ever, turns the ball over. If this is, in fact, a fumble, it's the first one in 347 touches in over a year. So as he catches the pass from Cutler and we spin him around, does he have control of the ball? Take a couple of steps and start going, and then the strip by Roll. Got the ball there now, and here's one step, two steps back the other way as he's making that jump cut, and then the ball spits out.
I see that clearly as a fumble.
Yes.
Looks to me like Forte's trying to switch the ball into his opposite arm to run with it. And the rookie from Ohio State shows his athleticism again. Great play by Brian Roll.
Scott Green, who was the referee in Super Bowl 44, has the call.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The receiver had possession of the ball, turned to make a move, lost possession, clean recovery, touchdown.
And a great explanation from Scott. We get a 10-9 game. And the last time Forte fumbled, it was after a pass reception as well. So we say 347 touches. First time he's put it on the ground, and what a time, because the Bears controlled the first half. The drop by Sanzenbacher, and then that mistake by Forte, and Rolls on the spot for his first touchdown, and we're an extra point from a tie game. And Alex Henry takes care of that. The Eagles with 2 touchdowns in less than a half minute, and we're all even at 10.
Juan Castillo, he was an offensive line coach for a long time. And one thing he did a great job of was develop players. So Andy Reid said, go coach our defense. You're our best coach. And he talked about these young linebackers, Mike. Roll's just a rookie. Foku, Chaney, they're just getting started. And Juan Castillo says, hey, I'm going to stay with these guys. I'm going to develop them. Our coaches are going to develop them. And they're getting better. And the more turnovers they get, the better this football team will be. Vic had the interception going in for a score earlier, but you got to like these young linebackers, the way they play. They play hard.
I agree with you, John. And it's not only Juan Castillo. It's a whole new defensive coaching staff. It's a lot of new players. It's a new scheme. And it does take time for these young players to develop. But the one thing you see, they give you great effort. You watch Juan Castillo at practice on the sideline. He brings incredible energy to this defense. They love him. They love playing for him.
What a flip of momentum. I said 2 touchdowns. I meant 2 scores in less than 30 seconds. Now Devin Hester back deep. Here's a guy who can flip momentum in about 10 seconds.
Look out.
Short kickoff on the run. Here's Hester from the 10. It looked like the blocking set up at all. And he's down shy of the 15-yard line. Colt Anderson, special teams tackle. Good one this Monday night. How about the next 3? The perfect Packers and the Super Bowl MVP, Aaron Rodgers. You want another Super Bowl MVP quarterback? Tom Brady and the Patriots take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And then we've got a pair of them on the Monday after Thanksgiving in the Superdome, Eli Manning and Drew Brees. So the best on the biggest stage in sports, Super Bowl MVP quarterbacks, all November on Monday Night Football.
I'm liking that.
Chicago using a 4 wide receiver set. Haven't seen a lot of this year.
Movement. Play is whistled dead. The first move came from Trent Cole. Caused the move by the left tackle Webb. I think it's on Cole.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 58. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, the Bears had control of this game for most of the first half, but it now is 10-10. See how they respond.
Still a full complement of timeouts. Rarely that you get 2 shots at the 2-minute drill in the same half. But the turnover puts the Bears right back in the same position. Another flag, another offside. Free play here. An incomplete as Samuel jumped the route for Earl Bennett. No flag on that one, but we have the offside with the defensive tackle.
Yeah, Mike Patterson, back-to-back carelessness by the Eagle front four. Trying to get off on the snap.
Offside, defense, number 97. 5-yard penalty, which also makes it first down.
We're going to say it's on Colin Jenkins, but it's on number 98, Mike Patterson. And those are two careless plays by the Eagle front four. These are veteran players. This is the prize of this Eagle defense, their front four.
Linebacker Jamar Chaney was asking for the noise, and we have movement on the right side this time.
False start, offense, number 60. 5-yard penalty.
You know, get off is so important to a defensive lineman. And just take a look on the right side over here. You're going to see Lance Lewis. You'll see Spencer, number 67. Everybody's trying to get off on the snap, flinching, concentration critical in these situations.
1st and 15. And Cutler throws. Forte has it. Escaping and out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So gets the penalty +5 back. And we have a scrum continuing through the end of the play. Patterson dragging teammate Jason Babin off the ground.
You know, Mike Tice, the offensive line coach of the Bears, told us he goes up to Jamarcus Webb every day and reminds him, you're the biggest guy on the football team. Play like it. But the Bears are punishing some of these Eagle defenders. That was Lance Lewis.
Bears are out of bounds, so the clock was stopped, but they still go no huddle. Babin missed the sack. Cutler throws, nearly intercepted by Asamoah.
Well, in the course of every game, Jay Cutler is going to throw you a couple. He thinks he can get the ball in those tight windows all day long, and sometimes he pays the price for it. You'll see Nnamdi Asamoah in perfect position right here for the interception. He just doesn't make it.
Babin got in off the end that time. They keep their ends fresh. Brandon Graham, first-round pick of 2010, just off the physically unable to perform list. He's in at the top of the screen, 54. 3rd and 5 with the empty backfield. Cutler searching, too tall, incomplete. Forte had room to run. So the Bears with a 2-minute disaster. The turnover that turns into a touchdown. And here they give it right back to the Eagles with 1:11 and 2 timeouts.
Well, they missed some wide open receivers. Yep. Forte fumbles a football. Chicago has some golden opportunities. Sanzenbacher on a drop. Cutler misses a couple throws, and look out. Action Jackson is ready to roll.
Deshaun Jackson has an Eagle record 4 punt returns for touchdown in his career. Adam Podlish's kick gets good hang time. It's 50 yards. Jackson from the 20 retreats, loses 10, loses the ball. Oh boy. Do the Bears have it? No. Well, they point towards the Eagles here. It is Bears ball. We're looking back at the camera from up above. It is Sam Hurd on the bottom of the pile.
Great special teams addition from the Dallas Cowboys. Sam Hurd brought here to make impact plays in a kicking game, and it's Corey Graham once again, their leading tackler in special teams, getting there first. Zach Bowman, Lovie Smith dresses about 10 defensive backs. But take a look at Corey Graham. Get off a double vice, fight to get back in the field of play, and then fire away on Deshaun Jackson and force a fumble. And Zach Bowman, Sam Hurd there to cover it up. Huge play.
And he wasn't down. He was rolling on the body of Graham. So Jackson was on top of a player, and then the ball came out. So it is a fumble. And here are the Bears for their 3rd shot at it here in the last 2 minutes. 1st and goal, Cutler. Forte. Kurt Coleman takes him down. Just inside the 5.
Now that's a heck of a play by Coleman coming out of that defensive secondary to make that play on Matt Forte in the flat. You get that kind of matchup with Forte, he usually makes people miss. Coleman right on him, took him out of bounds. But talking about special teams, you know, we've had these Bears an awful lot on Monday night. And Dave Taub, their special teams coach, does a terrific job with their teams.
Bears have all their timeouts, so they have everything in the playbook available.
All-out pressure.
And Cutler throws toward Hester, and incomplete with Samuel over there. John mentioned the all-out pressure. Safety Kurt Coleman gets in. 3rd and goal.
Well, you can see it coming a mile away. You're going to see blitzing Eagles right up the gaps, and they're going to get in Jay Cutler's face in a hurry. And when you're under that kind of pressure, Cutler did the wise thing, throw the ball away. Eagles love to bring all-out pressure inside the 5-yard line. Don't be surprised if you get another. Here they come.
Yeah, John, I believe that last play was that smoke as a run, and he just threw it out there.
Cutler for Forte again. He didn't have time to get set in trouble with marker down as Cutler was hit on the pressure by Babin and Cole. And a flag thrown by the referee, Scott Green. And Asante Samuel livid.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 93 hitting the quarterback late. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
It'll be 1st and goal inside the 3. Let's watch it.
Well, he's coming from your right side, Jason Babin. That's the right call.
He went low.
He went low, and he went in there late. Foolish penalty by Babin. Sets the Bears up. They have plenty of time. Don't be surprised if they give Marion Barber, their big back, a good look here.
And I'm sure he's negotiating. Did Spencer push him in? You see the offensive tackle pushes him, and then he goes into Cutler, the quarterback.
Good argument.
1st and goal from the 2. Marion Barber, the back. Lovie Smith running down for a timeout with 48 seconds to go.
Andy Reid was down here calling timeout as well.
Andy wants to hear from Scott Green. He wants to talk to Scott and say, wait a minute. I think Chris Spencer pushed Babin into the quarterback.
Well, he has a legitimate argument. We'll try to get a look at it. But the bottom line is the Chicago Bears have plenty of time. They're inside the 2-yard line, or just outside of it. They've gone to their big back, Marion Barber. They've got time to run the football. Important they capitalize on the Deshaun Jackson fumble. There it is right there. And it looks like he was pushed a little bit.
You're leaning toward the quarterback. We talk about all this wide 9 stuff. He's down low.
Yeah.
He's sprinting towards the quarterback. He gets pushed.
Hard to say with these high-speed, slow motions. You know, you see it in real time. It looked like roughing the passer. But
yes, and Andy Reid was telling Scott Green, look at the board, the video replay. Bears have run 9 plays since there was 2:04 left in this 2nd quarter. Trying to take the lead with Marion Barber. Pounding inside and in. Touchdown, Chicago Bears.
That's Marion Barber, the barbarian, huh, Jaws?
That was him.
You know, Urlacher told us in training camp they all got excited watching him run the football and fighting for these short yardage goal line situation calls. And that time he just punished Philadelphia Eagles. Watch it right off the left side.
Initially stopped. Trent Cole has him. Keeps the body moving, fighting, smells that goal line, and crosses the plane.
So the fumble by Deshaun Jackson, the roughing the passer on Babin, pushed in or not, leads to the touchdown run by Barber. Robbie Gould's extra point makes it 17-10, a wild last 2:04 this half, and we still have 43 seconds remaining. So short yardage, which has been a problem for the Eagles, not a problem since Marion Barber has been here with the Bears. He has 51 career rushing touchdowns, and over half have been from 2 yards or a yard out, including that one to put Chicago back on top.
Well, that's what Marion Barber will do. He will get you those hard yards. He's a tough runner, knows for the goal line. Well, you need that kind of guy. A lot of guys can give you the 10, 15-yard play, but give me those guys that give you the hard yards when you need them.
You know, I've watched these Bears a long time, as have you, Jaws, and when you look at all the defensive backs that Lovie Smith dresses on game day, I don't think anybody in football is close to their game day activations in terms of defensive backs. And they do that for special teams purposes. Look at DJ Moore out there. He's their starting nickel back. Tyler Klutz is out there, their starting fullback. They use starters on these coverage teams. They expect a lot. And right here they need to cover because the Eagles have plenty of time with 2 timeouts left and 43 seconds.
Good kickoff by Gold, and Dion Lewis will take it from 5 yards deep. And they'll be stood up at the 20-yard line as Brian Ewu's a special teams regular contributor. This is now 7 or 8 snaps after the play. We've had pushing and shoving and words exchanged. Again, teams not in the same division, but playing for the 5th consecutive year has helped brew the animosity between these two sides.
Yeah, this is a huge game. You know, the Eagles can't afford to lose another game and get their 5th loss. The Bears are on a run right now. You know, this game will have playoff ramifications down the road, so both teams are approaching it like a playoff game tonight.
These Bears defensively said, this is the barometer for us. We want to find out how good we are. And the Philadelphia Eagles will give us a great test. And so far, the Bears have risen to the opportunity here tonight.
37 seconds, couple of timeouts. And Vick protected and fires dropped by Macklin. Macklin had room to run. Forgot the most important thing.
Well, it's great protection. They max it up. It's a 2-man route. It's a deep square in by Jeremy Macklin, and you couldn't be more wide open, and the ball's thrown perfectly. You have to make those kind of catches, and that's a head scratcher right there.
.32 seconds. A McCoy run. Harriman's leading the way in front of him. Gets 7 yards. 25 seconds left, and the timeout will be taken here by Philadelphia down at 22. Eagles will have 1 left. The longest last 2 minutes of the first half we've seen all year, but so many back and forth. It's taken 20 minutes to play the last couple of minutes, but we've seen momentum shift a couple of times here.
Well, the big momentum shift just a moment ago. Jeremy Macklin dropping that pass. You know, a couple of those you get in field goal range, and Macklin, one of those guys, he's been thrown to 54 times this year. He's caught 40, so a high percentage of passes he will catch, John. You like
Where
the
do you
numbers,
get all these stats, man? I mean, you're unbelievable. You watch film or you just record what you see, huh?
Both.
This is 3rd and 2, and Vick, they're hemming him in the pocket, trying to keep him there. Peppers chases as Vick throws complete to Brent Selleck, who is nailed by Charles Tillman over on that far side. As the clock continues to run, let's see if Andy takes that last timeout.
They just reroute Jeremy Macklin. Watch Tillman, the veteran corner, just throw him on the ground. That'll help your cover 2 defense if you can get reroutes on these receivers.
And the Eagles let the clock expire, and the half comes to an end.
Like Lance Briggs or something, isn't he?
Ball belongs to the Eagles to start the 3rd quarter. Michael Vick unhappy with Scott Green. So too the Eagles fans. Their team's down 7. Here's Chris Berman with the Toyota halftime show.
It's a showdown on Monday Night Football. 2 teams trading blows. Supreme speed. Sheer power. Both at striking distance. Ready to fight. Who will be left standing? The Bears versus the Eagles on Monday Night Football.
Wild end to the first half here at Lincoln Financial Field. 2 franchises that are tied over the years by so many different reasons and good meetings. And you think back to an era of Eagles football from a quarter century ago. Buddy Ryan came over from the Bears to the Eagles, was the defensive coordinator on those great Bears teams, then the head coach for the Eagles. Honored here tonight some of his former players on those good defenses they had in the late 80s, like Clyde Simmons and Seth Joyner, on hand to honor their 77-year-old former head coach, who was the head coach here for 5 years. Buddy, as many of you know, is battling cancer, but honored here. Proud dad of Rob and Rex, who are doing their work, obviously, in Dallas, and Rex, the head coach of the Jets, and honored here by the Philadelphia fans. 5 years, 3 times I went to the playoffs, and Jaws, you had the opportunity to be on a Buddy Ryan coach team.
Boy, when you're around Buddy Ryan, you know what great defense is about. He could coach some defense. Really enjoyed his presence.
Great welcome here. Second half now, we have a 7-point game.
I get the feeling the Bears are out hitting Philadelphia. If you clipped out the biggest 6 or 7 hits, all of them belong to the Bears. Philadelphia's got to pick it up, get something going on offense, but the Bears are out hitting Philadelphia.
For the Eagles, it's always been about explosive plays. The Bears have done a very good job of containing those explosive plays so far. I wouldn't be surprised early, John. Eagles come out and take their shots.
Eagles get the ball to start this third quarter. Michael Vick, who has been held in check in that first half. See what kind of field position Dion Lewis and the kickoff return team gives him. Robbie Gould takes care of that. Eagle ball at the 20.
Well, there's no question Michael Vick struggled in that first half, but a lot of it had to do with the Chicago Bears pass rush. A lot of hits on Michael Vick after he threw the ball. They're forcing him to throw the football before he wants to, and once he delivers, you see the shots like that from Israel Adonijah, and those begin to take their toll on the quarterback. The cumulative effect is going to wear Michael Vick down. They got to protect him better this half.
Push down from Vick. DJ Moore coming in off the corner to swing it out to McCoy, picking his way through for 4. Here's Susie Colbert.
Lovie Smith reiterated they are set up to handle a player like Michael Vick. He loved the fact that they were able to keep him penned in and also shut down the run to make them one-dimensional. That's the game plan for the second half. Julius Peppers, he said, little tweak of the knee, but he'll be just fine. And as for the game being very chippy, he said he doesn't believe either team will take that too far, but he kind of smiled. It's never a bad thing for his defense.
Sure, Lovie enjoys this kind of game, this kind of effort. And it took the Bears to the Super Bowl. Second and 5. Vick being chased by Matt Tawina. Can't get there. Michael gets to the sticks and a first down at the 31-yard line.
Let me tell you something. At McCoy, people said he reminds you of Barry Sanders with his quickness. Watch him against Brian Urlacher here in the open field. Here comes Urlacher, number 54. He don't lay a glove on.
Some great moves over the season from McCoy. Those great rushing numbers. There's 9 carries and 33 yards for McCoy so far tonight. Vick a first down throw. There's the tight end, Brent Selleck, into Bear territory at the Chicago 47.
You talk about the growth of Michael Vick as a quarterback, reading the coverage, and how about this throw? It's that firm touch throw. You've got to drop it over the linebackers in front of the safeties. You can't do it any better than that. And look at Michael spin that ball. It's a beautiful thing right there, but what a terrific read and a very accurate throw.
That's 16 catches in the last 2.5 games for Selleck. Vick going to give him 17 now. Nice move by Selleck, the tight end, his 5th year out of Cincinnati. Remember, he had a huge season in 2009, 81 catches and 8 touchdowns. More weapons. His numbers have come down, but now he's back in the offense.
Yeah, the statistics are great and all that, but Selleck lines up everywhere. He's a classic tight end. He blocks the point of attack. He can play fullback in a split backfield set. He can run after the catch. Selleck is a real NFL tight end. He can do a lot for this offense.
Here goes flexing out to the wing. Vick going right back that way, and this time he couldn't handle the pass and incomplete. That's got to give a play caller great versatility, his ability to do so many things.
No, it really does. And Andy Reid has gone to a lot more 2 tight end sets recently, with Clay Harbor, number 82, being the other tight end. But Brent Selleck, a very good receiver, good blocker, and very versatile to do a lot of different things.
One catch for Deshaun Jackson here tonight. One safety back there. You see the other 10 Bears in your picture on 3rd and 4. Somebody win a one-on-one battle. Vick is flushed. Vick throws on the run sideline. Avant ruled nothing yet. Not ruled yet. Can't pass. Got to be catch
Make
or
a
no
call.
catch. They'll discuss it. Rule the catch.
There is.
Looks like a catch. It'll be Avant's first of the night.
And one of the few times the Bears let Michael Vick get outside the pocket. They've been playing with tremendous discipline tonight, but Vick got outside the pocket to a strike.
Tell you what, the Bears are playing more bump and run than anyone had anticipated. Charles Tillman, number 33. Number 26, Tim Jennings, doing a great job tonight.
The first down from the 29. Here's Vick. Incomplete. Tillman on that coverage on Macklin. He wants a flag. Not getting it.
Oh, I like this Charles Tillman. Third leading tackler on the Bears. We know he's physical. Here he is in off coverage, zone blitz. Watch him just break on the ball, use his long arms to break it up. I like it.
Well timed. Good call. Good no call.
The Bears continue to press these Eagle wide receivers in their face.
Vick pressured. Screen is deflected, but reeled in by McCoy, who gets to the 22-yard line. Henry Melton got a hand on it, and McCoy is still able to bring it in.
The Eagles are an outstanding screen team. We spoke to Andy Reid, and he said they've got 10 to 12 screens every game. They really know how to execute the screen game. And why not? An
There's no
athletic
foul. The
offensive
ball was
line.
tipped.
Well, that time Michael Vick did a great job getting rid of it before the pressure got to him. And you see the ball tipped by Henry Melton, number 69, and Brian Urlacher came a long ways to save that tackle. Third and short. This has been a bump and run, man-to-man down. At some point, I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Vick doesn't take a shot. But they're in a two tight end, two back set.
Third and 2, second run of this 9-play drive, and it's a twisting, turning run by McCoy. And the mark will depend if he gets it or not at the 19.
That's good design by the Philadelphia Eagles. You have to get Urlacher some conflict. Watch Clay Harbor come all the way across the formation and become LaShawn McCoy's lead back. But Lance Briggs, I mean, he diagnosed it and he hit McCoy flush. And I don't think he got this first down. I think Andy Reid better be thinking of a fourth down call. Briggs has been all over the place tonight.
Very disciplined defense. You're right, John. Your eyes are still working well.
17-10 opening drive of the quarter. Eagles have not been a good short yardage team.
Andy Reid has a tendency
here
to go for it, these situations. And I don't see any hesitation here at all. And he's been as inclined to throw it on 4th and an inch as he is to run it.
Right.
He has no tendencies. I can promise you that. It's like a sneak.
Vick, McCoy, first down, Philadelphia. Just shy of the 50.
Well, when you want to gain a few inches, go that left side. Jason Peters, 6'4", 340 pounds. He is the road grader on that Eagles offensive line. You'll see on the left side, nice job by Evan Mathis, creating a nice seam for McCoy to hit it up in there. That's domination by your offensive line in a critical situation.
Mathis, in his 8th year in the league, came over from the Bengals. One of the few offensive players 30 or older on this Eagle team. McCoy cutting back to 10. Briggs tackles him by a leg at the 9.
Well, it's that sprint draw, and Philadelphia runs it 5, 6, 8 times a game. The right tackle's going to set like it's a pass, and he's just going to go block Urlacher. And it's just a nice job executing once again by this Eagle offensive line. Draws, numerous draws and screens, and offensive coordinator Marty Mornhinweg should start getting some credit for the plays he's designed over the last couple of years.
McCoy stopped on a dime, looks to cut for that Bear defense. There are white shirts every time you turn and try to get there. Nick Roach and Henry Melton with the stop. Well, third down coming up.
Yeah, but Henry Melton, the former running back at the University of Texas, Jaws, you see him flash? I'll show you an athlete playing defensive tackle. Watch Melton just disengage and go get LaShawn McCoy. Actually, he came on the opposite side, but number 69, Henry Melton, he's backing up his hype. Great play.
Ran for 10 touchdowns as a freshman in Austin, Texas. Riley Cooper in the game, bottom of the screen. Play 13 of the drive is Vick. It's McCoy. First down for the Eagles at the 4.
You can't coach that.
No, that's that lateral agility that he had eyes in the back of his head. I mean, it was just an amazing play. You talk about a sixth sense. As McCoy catches his ball, he's already making his move. And Wright cannot make the play. He doesn't even lay a hand on him. What a move by LaShawn McCoy. He's been doing that all season long.
+5 red zone. This is the area where Brent Selleck, number 87, the tight end, is a big factor. They love bootlegs. Love to get Selleck involved.
Ronnie Brown's the back, first and goal from the 4. Vick looking at Brown. Throws it away, nothing home.
Boy, and Michael Vick takes another hit on the sideline from Lance Briggs. And the ball goes away, but he takes a shot.
Well, that's how you got to play against Michael Vick. You know, Michael Vick ran for 1,039 yards in 1 year. He's not your normal quarterback. I used to tell our linebackers, you run him down and hit him as many times as you can, because you never know when he's going to choke it and cut back against the grain and make you look bad. That's just tremendous effort once again by Briggs, who's having one of the best games I've seen him play in the last 3 or 4 years.
Tight formation here, second and goal. And a quick hand with Brown to the inside. Ronnie Brown's in. Eagle touchdown.
Great drive.
Yeah, once again, you need those tough yards. Jason Peters, he will establish the line of scrimmage at left side again. Peters and Mathis create a nice crease for Ronnie Brown.
And this is Ronnie Brown, the former Miami Dolphin, who has had a history in this league of slamming it across the goal line. That's why he was brought to Philadelphia, to give him a big back, a physical component inside the 5. What a story Ronnie Brown is, Mike. He was traded and brought back. Good to see him make a play.
Traded at the deadline to Detroit for Jerome Harrison, and the physical with Harrison. They found out that Harrison had a brain tumor. Could have saved Harrison's life, to be very honest. So as he gets that treatment, the trade is rescinded. Brown comes back to Philadelphia as the extra point is added by Alex Henry, the former number 2 overall pick, has his first touchdown as an Eagle. Great opening drive from Philly ties the game at 17. It all. Rocky statue, Liberty Bell, capital of the U.S. back from 1790 to 1800, and some darn good cheesesteaks as well. And a heck of a drive capped off by Brown there. All tied at 17. They move Hester over to get it at the 5. Looking for a space. There is none. Devin Hester's been held in check tonight. Tackled by Keenan Clayton, and the Bears have a long field to start. Brand new game about halfway through the 3rd. Back in Philadelphia, all square at 17. The 3 and 4 Eagles, the 4 and 3 Bears. Chicago takes over at its own 12, and here's Matt Forte. 16-yard line.
And Matt Forte had a solid first half. Everything he does well. We all know he can run the football. You get him to that second level of the defense, he will make people miss. Really good vision to get to the backside, and he will block. He will pick up the blitz, and he knows who to block and how to block. And as a receiver, he comes out of the backfield and he's a reliable receiver for Jay Cutler. But he's got to pick it up in this second half.
84 all-purpose yards on the night for Forte, who's got the edge. And he gets near 100 all-purpose yards as he takes it to the 35. 18 on the game.
Chicago's just owning the line of scrimmage. That time a one-back power play. And they dominate at the point of attack. Take a look at this blocking on the right side on this power. Left guard Chris Williams gonna pull. They hand the ball to Barber. That's as well blocked a play as you can find. And once again, Matt Forte, outstanding performance. I could make some yards behind some of these blocks. They're doing a great job up front.
Right back to it. It's working at Forte with Roberto Garza, the center, leading the way. Lost, moved down. Mercedes down. Ball spits out, but you see demonstrative signal from the official that Forte was down after a gain of 6. And Asante Samuel coming out of the pile yelling at Andy Reid to challenge. Trent Cole was the guy who came over. That ball's clearly out. That angle was not shown on the board here, and Andy Reid now throws the challenge flag before Cutler could get the snap off.
Andy Reid is not a guy that challenges a lot, but he got that one in just in time.
Now the next question is going to be, do you have a clear recovery to give the ball back to Philadelphia? Once you get a fumble in that situation, when the whistle blows, you need to see via replay.
Philadelphia is challenging the ruling on the field.
A clear recovery by the Eagles. So an Eagle challenge coming up. Be right back. Andy Reid, as mentioned before, rarely challenges. Has here. And this one looks like a clear fumble. And then next, and Matt Forte rarely fumbles. He had one on a reception in the first half and then fumbles here. Determination as he's in the air. There's the ball moving and coming out. He's not down yet. No body part down. So the ball is out. Now the next thing you need to look for, is there a clear recovery? That angle, it looks like his knee's coming down, but from the other angle, you saw the ball spitting out. Now, is there a recovery? Here's Mike Patterson, 98 of the Eagles going after the ball. And that glove, that white hand on the glove there, you see belongs to Patterson. He falls on the ball.
After reviewing the play, the runner lost possession of the ball prior to hitting the ground. The ball was clearly recovered by Philadelphia. Philadelphia's ball, 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 6:45.
Go ahead, Asante. Now you can go.
6:45 on the game clock.
Eagle first down. Eagles get the turnover, and Matt Forte fumbles twice. Hasn't happened since the opener last year. Guys, this is like Jacksonville, where Maurice Jones-Drew never fumbles, and we saw him, he fumbled 4 times that night.
Yeah, well, the first one was returned for a touchdown. This one sets Philadelphia up in a 17-17 game. He better get that solved in a hurry.
Real quick.
Because Philadelphia right now, they need to capitalize and jump on Chicago. And as we all know, this is the fringe, the area right outside the red zone. I don't think there's a more aggressive play caller than Marty Morningwig in this league. Don't be surprised.
John, you had already mentioned Marty Morningwig, the offensive coordinator, installs and calls this offense. Shot play, closed formation.
Here is Vic on play action, looking downfield. Safety's retreating deep, nothing open. So Vic comes to the near side, his right, past Urlacher, chased all the way down by Peppers, and slung out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Those are the types of plays that you can't really just sit up here and marvel at Michael Vick. But when you watch where Julius Peppers comes from to make this tackle, you'll have a whole new outlook on the kind of football player Julius Peppers is. He's hurt. He's playing on a bad wheel, but he's going to go all the way across the field and tackle Michael Vick on the Eagles sideline. You got to tip your hat. The guys that play with that type of effort.
2 phenomenal athletes here tonight. Here's McCoy. Jason Peters in front of him. Green grass in front of him. LeSean McCoy, touchdown.
Welcome to Philadelphia, Howard Mudd, your new offensive line coach.
Blazing speed. Nick Rhodes thought he had him in the backfield. No chance. The explosiveness of LeSean McCoy. You'll see it right there. Rhodes thought he had to tackle. Peters out in front. Touchdown, Philadelphia. This is what they are all about. Explosive plays.
No one has an answer for this play.
No.
You got to really, if you're another coach in the league, you draw this play up and put it in your offense and have it ready this week. LeSean McCoy has really shown his stuff, but that play, that slow developing draw, has been unbelievable for the Eagles.
Well, and McCoy did a heck of a job. I mean, Roach is right in the lane, and he whiffs on him.
The delay was waiting, and confirmation came down that it was a clear touchdown. Henry adds the extra point. The Eagles were down 10-0 with about 2:15 left in the second quarter. And what a turnaround. Phillies now on top, 24-17. Every Eagle game this year, LeSean McCoy scored a touchdown. That's 8 in a row. It ties the franchise record for most consecutive games with a score. Steve Van Buren did it. LeSean McCoy, some of the science behind his ability. His top speed is 22 miles an hour. That's about 10% faster than a guy like Urlacher, an elite linebacker. So when he's weaving through traffic, see those quick steps? You can cross him at 5 steps in a half second. And what does that do? It sets up that next burst, the 90-degree cut, and he can accelerate to 60% of his top speed in less than 25/100ths of a second. So those quick, rapid, dynamic cuts set McCoy apart and has broken a lot of those touchdown runs, including that 33-yarder to give the Eagles the lead.
Yeah, we can simplify that. He's fast.
The Eagles have scored 24 points in 11 minutes and 12 seconds. Johnny Knox had trouble with that. And the kickoff coverage from Philadelphia has been great tonight.
McCoy has been terrific tonight. You talk about lateral agility. You can't stop this guy. He's got all the moves you could possibly want. A lot of tackling of air when the ball is in the hands of LeSean McCoy. If you're a defensive guy, how do you bring him down? Speed, quickness, lateral agility, vision. He has it all, and he's just heating up.
There's a flag on that kickoff for a block from the back on the Bears, so it brings it all the way back. This drive is going to start around the 6-yard line. Those 2 fumbles by Forte have resulted in Philly touchdowns and turn up the volume on the Eagles crowd here.
And this defensive line needs to get off and get after Jay Cutler. Momentum on your side. Crowd in the game. Tap at the bottom of the screen. Ram at the top.
They'll throw out of the end zone. Cutler. Nothing open. A lot of space. Now he fires a shot for Roy Williams. Oh, he had it in his hands and couldn't get it as he was bumped by Kurt Coleman, chasing him all the way down.
I think Roy Williams needs to make that catch. I don't know if you can throw a ball any better than Jay Cutler just threw it on his own goal line. It's going to be across the field post route by Roy Williams. He sees Cutler in trouble. I think this ball hits Roy right in the hands.
Right through. Coleman is there in his way, but he put it there. You got to hold on. Marion Barber's the back. He follows the blockers, and Marion Barber busts into the secondary. 16 yards to the 22 and a first down.
I like what Kellen Davis did right here. You know, you talk about all these 9 techniques, these wide defensive ends. Fine. Just turn them out and run the ball up inside. Nice job by Kellen Davis. You can play 9 technique all you want. You're going to force the ball back to the inside. And that's well blocked again by this Chicago Bear offensive line.
Linebackers have to fill in that wide 9.
And the 22, Barber again to the 27. So this is interesting, guys. Here's Matt Forte, who has been everything. He's been about 50% of your offense. And Barber comes in for this series after Forte fumbles twice. He's got his helmet on, no trainer looking at him, sitting over there after he put it on the ground for the second time in about 10 minutes or so.
You see Coach Spencer, the running back coach, talking to him. And Marion Barber's run well tonight. He's been in this league a long time, and nothing wrong with going with a hot hand once in a while.
Carry number 6 for Barber. Gonna lose 3. Derek Landry out of Notre Dame.
Well, Derek Landry is in that rotation of the defensive line for the Eagles. You'll see him 20-25 snaps a game, but he was very effective on that play. You want to stop the run, penetrate. That's what Landry did.
Philadelphia rotates about 8 different defensive linemen. That time Landry came in, showed real good action. Here's Babin, Trent Cole back in the game. They got the A-team out there right now. Mike Patterson, Colin Jenkins. They need to tee off. Obvious passing situation. They should showcase their stuff here.
Yeah, this is NASCAR for them.
Forte back in. Cutler, middle punt by Earl Bennett across midfield into Eagle territory. Big time first down to Vanderbilt Commodores hookup.
Yeah, the Eagles are not a blitzing team this season, but they chose to blitz on this play. But the Bears did a real nice job of picking it up. And Cutler hangs on that back foot. And there's his go-to guy, Earl Bennett. Boy, and he roped this one right on the numbers, right behind Rogers Camardi.
What a throw by Cutler. Little hesitation move to the outside. Some guys know how to get open, and Bennett is one of those guys. Great route. Unbelievable throw.
All 3 catches on 3rd down. All pick up a first down. What a return for Bennett. Cutler reloads. Roy Williams hangs on to this one. In the middle of the field. It's a nice comeback drive from the Bears. Williams to the 28-yard line.
Jay Cutler backpedaling. That's an old-fashioned Mike Martz route. They clear it out to the inside. They clear it on the outside. And Roy Williams right down the chute on a little cross-face post route, and Cutler throws the ball perfectly. Watch Roy out of motion, widen them, stick them, and cross number 59 rolls face. Good drive by the Chicago Bears off their own goal line, and they've done it with the forward pass with no Matt Forte.
Play clock at 4, 3, timeout Chicago. The team that's taken the most first and third quarter timeouts in the NFL with another one. A couple of the quarterbacks, Jay Cutler and Michael Vick, head-to-head here tonight. There's been good defensive efforts at times on both sides, but opportunistic. An Eagles turnover on a fumble punt by Deshaun Jackson, and Cutler got him in the end zone. And Michael Vick using the running game with LaShawn McCoy to take advantage of a Matt Forte fumble for the latest score. The Eagles have rallied from down 10 to take a 7-point lead, and Cutler trying to respond with a drive that started back at their own 6. And Marion Barber twists and turns for just under 3 yards.
I still think it's big news, Mike, that Forte's on the sideline. Here he comes.
Well, you watch Marion Barber, and every run ends with a collision. Forte, strong night, except for the 2 fumbles, and boy, they hurt.
One after a pass was caught inside the 2-minute mark, turned into a touchdown on a recovery and return by Brian Roll, and the one of the most recent drive, McCoy brought in a couple of plays later for a touchdown. Here's Forte shaking. Got close to the 20, and every Eagles pulling at the ball as his forward progress will bring up third in about 1.5 yards.
You know, sometimes you're in the meetings with your players and you stop the projector and you say, excuse me, Matt, that was one of the best runs I've seen. Watch this, a double-A gap blitz. I don't think they block very many people, but Forte squirms out of here. I don't know how he sees these cuts. You got to tip your hat to this kid, Forte. He's got tremendous vision and elusiveness, and it sets up a huge 3rd down and just outside of a yard.
empty it out. So Cutler moves the pocket and goes for Davis, who can't get it. The tight end, Kellen Davis, incomplete.
And I think that's where they missed Greg Olsen. They had an outstanding down-the-field receiver last year in Olsen, who went to Carolina. Watch 87 Davis. I think he's got a chance to play this ball. Just slightly overthrown, but I think they really missed the presence of Greg Olsen, who caught a lot of touchdown passes for these Chicago Bears.
Robbie Gould, good earlier from 51, can pass Walter Payton, second all-time on the points scored list for the Bears. Only Kevin Butler, the kicker, has more points as a Chicago Bear than Robbie Gould. Knocks in the field goal from 38. 4-point game with 21 seconds left in the third.
Boy, and Colt Anderson came off the edge and almost blocked that one. But nice comeback by the Chicago Bears, and Jay Cutler to get 3 on the board. Get them back down by 4. It's the way to respond when you get hit in the mouth.
Roy Williams was the one who, on the start of that drive, almost had the long touchdown reception. And he couldn't hang on. Intriguing, because Marion Barber had been doing a good job. A couple of short yardage plays he's come in. It's been solid, but they go to Forte there and throw a pass that's incomplete, but they get the field goal.
Well, Jay Cutler rebounded very nicely on that drive. You know, I thought in that first half, although he made a couple really good throws, he had missed some throws. Came back in that drive and put it on the money. Although he did miss Kellen Davis on a little bow out, maybe a little better throw, would have had the first down.
Chicago's got to play some defense here. They need a good coverage down here. They need to stop it.
A couple of long kickoffs here. A couple of touchbacks to goal here in this second and third quarter.
Oh, linebacker Lance Briggs has had a great night tonight. Let's just show you a couple clips earlier in the game. Watch Lance Briggs see the ball thrown in a flat, change direction, and then go punish Brent Selleck on the sideline. I love it. Here he is, Lance Briggs. He sees the ball away. Wow, great instincts, explosive hitter. Here he is running down Michael Vick, forcing an incomplete pass. Done it a long time and done it great.
Vick and the Eagles offense from the 20. Slipping it out to Brent Selleck. Busy and productive tonight. Gain of 6. There's Briggs again.
Briggs again. It's great design. These screens are well designed by Philadelphia. They really put these linebackers in vulnerable positions. But they're quick to recognize, and when they get there, they hit.
Both guys a long time together, still at a high level. Both have been defensive players of the week already this season. Up we go to the fourth quarter from Philadelphia. The Eagles lead by 4.
We can beat you with our speed,
We can beat you with our strength,
with our mind,
with our effort,
skill,
will,
precision,
intimidation,
our season.
on the line.
Bears, Eagles.
Monday Night Football.
Those two guys among the stars that are shining here tonight in Philadelphia, quarter 4, with the Eagles on top by 4, trying to even their record at 4-4. Mike Tirico, John Gruden, Ron Jaworski, Susie Culber on the sideline. Beautiful night here in Philadelphia, and a big pressure quarter coming up for these stars and their teams. Confusion on that play as the quarter starts with 2nd and 4, and the big pass is deflected by Julius Peppers.
Yeah, Julius Peppers does a tremendous job reading the quarterback's arm and delivery. The ball was snapped a little bit early here. Peppers came across the line, located Michael Vick, got the tip, and almost an interception for the Bears. Peppers is an amazing football player. Is there anything he doesn't do? I don't think so.
See the Bears defensive line changing what they're going to do by the Eagles movement on 3rd and 4. Vick loads up incomplete as Deshaun Jackson was coming across the middle, one step away from the catch.
And I love what Chris Conte did here. He backed off. He was coming in, zeroing in on Jackson. You'll see this throw. You'll see the middle center fielder, Chris Conte. Vic moves and makes this throw. The ball is by him, and he pulls off. That is good discipline.
Also like to see Jackson make that catch. You're going to go inside. We saw Macklin drop one earlier in the game. You want to go inside. You got to catch that ball away from your body. Big stop by the Bears defense. Watch out for Hester.
And Devin Hester back. Chris Henry with the kick. Good hang time on this one. Hester awaits at the 30, 44-yard kick. Okay. Hester down the right side at the 40. Weaving through near midfield as he's brought down. The Bears, who had a great fake punt earlier this year, had a player on the opposite side to try to draw some attention away from Hester, which is hard to do.
I'm surprised you kicked the ball right down the middle of the field to Devin like the Eagles did right there. They're fortunate to get away with that. That thing looked pretty promising from up here, and it only takes a crack for Devin Hester.
What did Andy tell you? You wanted his punter to kick it in the peanut stand?
That's what he told me.
Yeah.
You know what happened there? 4.9 on the hang time. Just gave the Eagles enough time to get down there and cover. So here's Cutler down 4. And a first down run with Forte around the right side. It's Eagle territory, but a marker down as the blocks were happening.
When the Bears are banging that right side of their offensive line with success.
Holding. Offense. Number 89. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Costly penalty. Big gain on first down. The Bears are running this ball out of a 2 tight end set. And let's just see. Yes. It's pretty obvious. I'm trying to agree with all the calls now from now on, Ron.
Look more like a dance than a hold.
Matt Spaeth flag. Forte back on the sideline, and 1st and 20 here for Cutler. Babin came off the edge, coming back at Cutler. It's not a sack because he wasn't put down by an Eagle, so he's able to get up and throw it to Barber, who got most of the penalty yardage back.
Jay Cutler.
Look at him laughing. I tell you.
He does. We had him in Detroit a few weeks ago, and he didn't plant his back foot one time. Look at tonight. You'll see this pressure. Steps up in the pocket. No one open. Falls down. Gets back up. Finds Barber out in the flat. Cutler
has his own playbook of fundamentals. He does things differently than anybody in football. What great awareness to find Barber.
Got 8 out of that. Forte is back in the backfield. Earl Bennett on that left side is a first down and more. Earl Bennett's return to this offense is something Jay Cutler loves, to the 31-yard line.
Well, Nnamdi Asomugha had to blow the coverage. You don't turn a flat route loose like that. Just a simple slot combination. They're just going to run right into the flat. I don't know if it's the corner or the nickel back, but that is a coverage bust. Too easy for Earl Bennett. There's nobody there.
From the 31, here is Cutler. Looking all the way around. Shovels it out to Hester. And Devin Hester on the edge in space for the first down and a gain of 11. And a flag comes down at the back end of the play.
John, you said it. Cutler's got his own playbook.
There's a late hit here. Might be on tap number 55.
Personal foul. Late hit. Number 55. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Look at the penalty. Tap. Going after Hester. Yeah, that's a late hit. But that time, Jay Cutler's faking a quick screen, and he's throwing a double move down the field. Nobody's open. He flips the ball backwards like a lateral to Hester, who has no business catching that ball. This Cutler, he is something. He has ice water in his veins. They got a chance to take the lead right here. 1st and goal.
First and goal, Chicago. That's Forte. With 3 to the 6, here's Trey Wingo.
Michael, sad news to report that will certainly resonate in the city of brotherly love. Philadelphia's own Joe Frazier, former heavyweight champ, has passed away from cancer at the age of 67. Fought Muhammad Ali 3 times. The fight of the century in 1971 handed Ali his first ever loss. Joe Frazier gone at 67. Guys.
Battle with liver cancer. One of the greats of all time.
Very sad news. Very sad news. An icon in this city.
Sure was. Chicago's second and goal. Cutler. End zone. Earl Bennett. Touchdown. Chicago Bears take the lead.
This Jay Cutler, look at him. He was full blitzed inside the 5 3 times in this game. That time he anticipated it. He knew exactly where to go with the football, and he throws a perfect rope to his best buddy, Earl Bennett, who's just fading toward the back pylon. No idea what Asante Samuel is doing.
Exactly why. He's 5 yards deep and 3 yards inside. I mean, it's a layup throw for Jay Cutler.
Score is confirmed, and you said it, his best buddy. When Earl Bennett was coming out of Vanderbilt, Jay Cutler was already with the Denver Broncos. Jay went back to Nashville to be the quarterback for Earl Bennett's pro day, to let all the scouts get a look at him. The Bears take him, and who would have known? He ends up with the Bears. They hook up for a touchdown, and Chicago has taken the lead. Tonight's aerial coverage from Philadelphia, brought to you by DirecTV. Lincoln Financial Field down here at the Sports Complex. The Sixers, when they're playing, the Flyers and the Phillies, all in this one great area. 10 in a row for the Bears. Chicago's taking the lead. From the 4, Dion Lewis have anything here? Tag at the 20-yard line by Craig Steltz.
Watch Jay Cutler in this last series, some of the things he does. He's going to drop back a pass. Nobody's open. He's going to scramble. He's going to fall down. He's going to get up. He's going to keep his poise and flip it over there to Barber. Then he's going to fake a toss. He's going to look down the field. Nobody's open. And he's going to flip the lateral back here to Hester. And then he's going to throw a touchdown pass against an all-out blitz to Earl Bennett. Jay Cutler doing it his way and doing it real good. Great drive by the Vanderbilt Commodore. He is something else.
And add to that, he hasn't been sacked here tonight. From the 21, Vick, with Urlacher pressure in his face, gets rid of it, complete to Jeremy Maclin. Right at the sticks, Eagle first down.
Michael Vick makes an unbelievable throw with Brian Urlacher coming right up the middle. You'll see Urlacher from the linebacker spot. He comes untouched. Watch Michael Vick. Doesn't flinch, looks down the gun barrel, and throws a strike. That's quarterbacking in the National Football League, folks.
These two quarterbacks are having a duel. This is going to be interesting.
This is good.
Screening it out to McCoy. To the 44-yard line. Now the first down for Philadelphia, gain of 13.
It's these screens. I mean, Andy Reid, Marty Morningwig, they're going to fake the ball to LaShawn McCoy, and then Vick's going to look like he's going to throw a bomb to his left. But they throw the screen back to the right to McCoy with blockers in front. And if you get LaShawn McCoy in the open air, we'll be here all night showing you highlight reels. What design by these Eagle coaches. I like these screens.
To the air again for the 44. Vick. DeSean Jackson ruled a catch. Got them both down, they say.
Yeah, it's about time we got DeSean Jackson in this game. He's going to come off the ball. Jennings is going to be in a run-out technique. Watch Jackson come out of his break, snatch it in his hands, and get both feet in. Good work. Tap, tap. Very nice. That great camera work.
Wow, that is really good. Practice that every day.
The 44, Bears bring pressure. McCoy is stuffed. He ran right into Israel and Donijay.
There's that sprint draw. They might have gone to the well one too many times. Lovie Smith, these Bears say, you ain't going to get us again. Right to your left side. Peters swats and goes, and Israel Etanije. Here's some real speed.
I felt that one up here. Wow.
Ryan.
Boys 75 rushing yards tonight. After the loss of 4, Vic gets it back and then some with Jason Avant. The 42-yard line. Avant in a little hot water this week. Talking about people jumping on the bandwagon here in town. And some of the fans said they would boo him after he made his first catch. Got a mixed reception after his second catch of the night there.
Well, they're playing cat and mouse right now with Brian Urlacher. Sometimes he runs out of there and they play Tampa 2 and they throw the ball in front of him. The next time Urlacher's baiting Michael Vick. Look at these two veteran players going after each other. Vick and Urlacher.
3rd and 6. Vick trying to escape. Has time. Oh, he threw an interception to DJ Moore, but Moore dropped it.
But Julius Peppers made the play. He did not allow Michael Vick to get to the outside and run for the first down. He forced him to throw back. You'll see here Michael gets to the outside. Here comes Julius Peppers tracking him down, forces the throw. Urlacher with his pressure. Reading, dropping, eyes on the quarterback in their zone defense. Nice job by the Bears defense.
Oh, a fake and a pass, wide open but short on the pass to Colt Anderson. Colt Anderson was wide open, and the punter, Chaz Henry, couldn't get it to him. Bears take over at the 42. Nobody was out here, and all of a sudden, Corey Graham tries to react. The ball was 4 yards short from the rookie punter, and Chicago's got the ball in good field position. The rookie out of Florida, Chaz Henry, who was a terrific athlete. They said he was a recruitable quarterback. He was such a good athlete when he came to college, and that time saw a golden opportunity but came up short on the pass. And the Bears get great field position, and now from the 42, Cutler nowhere to go for his tight end as Kellen Davis was erased by Moses Foku.
Chaz Henry's the punter. What do you want him to do? They don't cover this gunner. They don't cover that gunner at the top of the screen. So a lot of special teams coaches, they have a little one-word mechanism or it's a sight adjustment. They just catch it and throw it out there. And Henry might have been recruited as a quarterback, but he's got to make those throws. Wide open would have been a big play for the Eagles.
Would have been a touchdown.
Yeah. I don't know what the Bears were doing on that coverage now. They didn't cover either one of them.
Loss of a yard on that pass to Davis. Back to Matt Forte on the right side. Forte. It's Eagle territory, the first down at the 45.
That's just physical punishment right there off that right side. Watch the surge that the Chicago Bears get coming off the ball. I mean, this is like old-fashioned 66 storm toss. Watch Lance Lewis, Chris Spencer, and Garza. Johnny Knox is out there blocking Asante Samuel.
Well, Lance Lewis doing a heck of a job today on Jason Babin.
Forte 131 yards from scrimmage tonight. Got out of that spin tackle. Chased down by the safety, Jaquan Jarrett, but after a gain of 9, what second and third effort from Matt Forte?
Watch Trent Cole on the backside. I mean, I don't know how Forte gets out of this. He's going to bounce this all the way backside, break a tackle, spin, and then carry number 26, Jaquan Jarrett. Look at Trent Cole. This Matt Forte can make you look bad, Mike.
Both running backs tonight have been explosive. Fun to watch.
Forte's total, the average is 156 per game in total yards from scrimmage. He's at 140. Past the halfway point of the fourth quarter, a 2nd and 1 run, and the Eagles won the line of scrimmage with Marion Barber's stop to a 3rd and a little bit longer.
Here comes Landry and Laws. Philadelphia continues to rotate defensive linemen. Out comes Jenkins, out comes Patterson.
Devin Hester got hurt in that scrum there, John, and Hester hobbling off, not putting any weight on that left leg.
That was a big stop there on 2nd down to force a 3rd and 2. You'll see Hester here coming inside to make his block, and he just goes down.
Yeah, it's not a good sign. They look at Hester, 3rd and 2. Barber the back. Earl Bennett's been Mr. 3rd down. His orange shoes in motion. He's taken away, so Cutler reloads and finds Roy Williams for the first down at 23.
This guy has been just unbelievable. Jay Cutler. You'll see he's first going to look in the flat with the strong motion from Earl Bennett as he comes across the field. Now there's the pressure all inside. Bennett comes out. Cutler looks for the quick pass. Doesn't take it, but buys a little time. Drifts back to keep some separation and makes another ridiculous throw to Roy Williams.
You got to give this offensive line credit. I mean,
yes.
Philadelphia, I circled 5 defensive linemen they brought in. They have not gotten to Jay Cutler yet, and you have to credit this Bears offensive line.
Again, play came in late. Lots of looks on that sideline. Jay Cutler's looking back over the sideline, and this has been so often with the Bears. What are you guys doing? Can you get me a play in time? And just a wry smile of frustration. They were standing in the huddle with 17, 18 seconds on the clock and looking over at Shane Day saying, can I have something, please?
At the most critical time in the game, everyone has to be on the same page. Mike Martz, get the play down, the placing in from the sideline. Get to the line of scrimmage, 18, 20 seconds left so the quarterback can survey the field and get into a good play.
Hester's injury is causing a little confusion with this receiver group.
2nd and 11. Cutler with Brandon Graham in his face, threw it incomplete and low for Roy Williams. So Graham, first game back, tore his ACL against Dallas last year, had microfracture surgery. Good pressure by the 2010 first-round pick.
Well, Hester's injury hurts Chicago. He does things in their playbook that nobody else does. And it does not look like Hester will be back. So Johnny Knox, Sam Hurd, number 81, makes his first appearance on offense. It's a critical 3rd down and 10 situation. Really, 3rd and 11. And again, there's confusion.
And the Eagles call timeout.
Just under 5 in the 4th. 3-point lead. The Bears in field goal range. The defending Super Bowl champions, the undefeated Green Bay Packers, and Aaron Rodgers on fire. They host Adrian Peterson. Jared Allen, Minnesota Vikings will be at Lambeau next Monday night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Green Bay time. Out of the Philadelphia timeout, 3rd and 11 for Cutler and the Bears. With Eagle pressure, Cutler unloads, back shoulder for Johnny Knox. Held by Asamoah. Penalty Philadelphia.
That's PI on Nnamdi. Back shoulder fade against all-out blitz.
Interference. Defense, number 24. First down.
I don't think there's any question about the call. I saw Nnamdi rake Johnny Knox with both arms. Gutsy call by the Eagles. It sets up Chicago now with 1st and goal. A touchdown would be a serious blow to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Touchdown, you're looking at a 10-point lead. Eagles have 2 timeouts left. 1st and goal. The Bears have been outstanding down here inside the 20 tonight. Back is Matt Forte. Seeking space, nowhere to go. No game.
That's good defense by Philadelphia. Chicago continues to run the ball up inside. You've heard about all these 9 techniques, these wide defensive ends. That time Trent Cole comes from the backside, makes an excellent play. And remember, Philadelphia has been very active inside the 10 with all-out blitzing. Cutler found Earl Bennett in the last series. We'll see if the Eagles continue to fight back with blitzing.
Well, this is where your tight ends become critical. You get this area of the field. But as you look right now, you don't see a tight end on the field for the Bears.
4 wides and Forte. 2nd and goal. They run Forte to the 4. Andy Reid should take a timeout here, and he will at 4:05. in the hopes of stopping him and preserving as much time for Vic in the offense when they get the ball back, whether they're down 3 or 6 or 10. Huge 3rd and goal coming up when we come back.
Stuart Scott with you coming up on SportsCenter postgame, the GMC postgame report. Highlights and analysis as these two NFL powers continue their battle. And we're here in Philadelphia. One of Philly's own loses his battle. Joe Frazier, dead at the age of 67. Mike.
Stuart, thank you. We have 3rd and goal coming here for Chicago with 4:05 left.
Looks like all-out pressure to me.
Cutler will throw. Pocket collapses. Ball comes out incomplete.
Well, that time they did an excellent job, Philadelphia, showing pressure. They bail out of there. They play zone coverage, and they do get to Jay Cutler. Looked like Jason Babin coming off the right side. Watch the linebackers bail out of there. It becomes a zone, and Jason Babin just goes to work on the tight end, number 89, Matt Spaeth.
It looks like Cutler and the ball hit Spaeth's shoulder pads on the way up, why it came out so ugly. So a 6-point lead here in the Robbie Gould field goal attempt. Good from 51 and 38. And good from 22. So the Eagles have a chance with a timeout, 4 minutes. 30-24 Bears.
I think this is the time where Andy Reid and Michael Vick become most dangerous. Clearly, with 1 timeout left inside of 4 minutes, the Eagles have to be thinking 4 downs, obviously, unless they're backed up inside their own territory. But when you give Michael Vick and Andy Reid an extra down, they're really hard to stop, and a touchdown could win this game.
Well, then it becomes pass rush pressure right now. That'll be critical for the Chicago Bears. Can they force Vic to make a mistake?
What have you seen that's worked well for Philly that you would look for in this drive here?
Oh, I'd attack the middle of the field. You know, you're going to get some sort of that cover 2 scheme from the Chicago Bears. That's their foundation. That's their backbone. So you try to get some in the middle left field, get yards after the catch, hit them on the move, you might get the big play. But this Bear defense, they've been very stingy all night.
The Eagles have done a great job with their screen game, their draw game. They've been fooled by a couple Bear blitzes. But again, when you give Vic and this offensive staff 4 downs instead of 3, very hard to stop. So far, the Eagles have got nothing out of their return game at all. Punt return or kickoff return. That would help them.
Ball off the tee, so we'll re-tee it. Bears won this matchup 31-26 last year in Chicago. Andy Reid's team will have a chance to try to go up 31-30 if they can score. Multiple touchbacks in this game for Gould. This one's a high, short tumbler. From the 5, Dion Lewis up the middle of the field. Greg Steltz is there to hit him, along with Brian Ewu, but that's good field position for the Bears at the 37-yard line. So here comes Michael Vick. The opportunity to keep this Eagle train rolling. Remember, Philadelphia, 4 consecutive losses in a big 1-4 hole. How would they come out? Beat division rivals Washington and Dallas. 3-4, and now the opportunity get to 500. Don't lose a game to a team you might be fighting for the wild card. Stay in contact 2 behind the Giants. A lot on the line on this drive, starting at the 37. A designed run from Michael Vick for a first down, diving forward at the 48-yard line, gain of 11.
Not many teams have a quarterback that allow you to run a quarterback draw in a situation like that. That time, shotgun formation. He uses LaShawn McCoy as his lead blocker. Just a direct snap. LaShawn McCoy's the lead back. You're playing with 6 eligibles instead of 5 when you have Michael Vick do what he can do for your football team.
Riley Cooper in the game for the Eagles at receiver. Vick 3 to his left, pumps twice, Hit as he throws. Incomplete. Boy, was he smashed on that one. Hit by Adonijay and Peppers.
You know, they chipped both of those defensive ends. Andy Reid uses both tight ends to help in pass protection. Vic holds the ball, but watch him get hit.
Well, this Adonijay's had a heck of a night tonight. He's a relentless pass rusher. Just stays after it. He's had a number of hits on Vic this evening.
Deep drop. Time now for Vic. And a shot caught at the 40 by Macklin.
First down, Eagles. They get in these tight slot formations. DeSean Jackson blurs the screen. He clears it out. And here comes Macklin from left to right on a deep cross. But you can use DeSean Jackson on some deep clear out routes. He'll blow the top off of coverage. Great throw by Vic. First down.
And he's getting time.
Markham at the 39, gain of 13. A run with McCoy, trying to get to the left. Look at all the Bears white shirts. No gain, and we'll get close to the 2-minute warning.
And when push comes, excuse me, Mike, when push comes to shove, defensive coordinator Rod Marinelli leans on double A gap pressure. He did it against Josh Freeman in London against the Buccaneers. That time he showed it again. He will not hesitate to blitz Michael Vick at crunch time.
Eagles fans anxious at the pace of the offense. They get one in before the 2. The pressure's picked up. Vick's pass is deflected and nearly intercepted by Tim Jennings on that far sideline. Intended for DeSean Jackson, and we hit the 2-minute warning at 1:59. What a great week of finishes in the NFL. Another one here in Philadelphia. The Eagles trail by 6. NFL Salute to Service campaign. Stadiums all around the country supporting our troops and veterans. ESPN joining in as well. Saluting America's heroes. Join the NFL and ESPN. Make a donation at the website giveuso.org or text GiveUSO to 50555 to make a $10 donation. Thank you to the women and men who are serving our country. And remember those who have. All replay challenges instituted by the booth upstairs. Minute 59 to go. It's 3rd and 10. The linebackers back out of pressure. And Vick throws incomplete. Trying to get it into a tight window for Macklin. And the Eagles are down to 1 play with 4th and 10.
There's Rod Marinelli. He's showing pressure this time. And he's trying to get LaShawn McCoy to keep his eyes up in here on these linebackers to get one-on-one for his defensive ends. And when you can get one-on-one for these defensive ends with all these stunts, you help yourself. Big 4th down, game on the line right here for Michael Vick.
Macklin to the bottom, Avonte Jackson to the top. Here is Vick on 4th down. The throw is caught by Macklin, who stumbles and can't get to the line. They turn it over on downs. And the Bears have it with 1:48 and a 6-point lead.
Michael Vick finds the open receiver, puts the ball in his hands. Macklin cannot maintain his balance, falls a yard short of the 1st down. The Bears take over and they'll get the victory. You see Macklin dragging underneath a little bit high, couldn't regain his balance. DJ Moore taps him down short of the 1st down. The Bears take over and they'll get the victory.
1:48, 1 timeout left, and Andy Reid will use that timeout. So the Bears are not in a position where they can just kneel on the ball here and watch the clock drain. But it's a very dire situation. Cutler gives to Forte, who has fumbled twice. Got to stay in bounds. Just does. Goes down to the 35. Reid takes his final timeout. 1:42 to go, and we remind you the GMC postgame is coming up on SportsCenter as soon as we are done. And the Chicago Bears, who also opened with a very frustrating start to their season, they've come up with some big wins over teams that are going to be in that playoff mix, those tiebreaker wins, like if you beat a Tampa Bay, which will be sniffing around for a wild card, and Atlanta, and here if they hold on a win over the Eagles.
Mike, this if they do get the win, obviously there's $1.42 left here, but if they get this win, to come in here to Philadelphia who demolished the Dallas Cowboys last week and get a victory, I mean, their confidence has to go through the roof. They've slowed down Michael Vick, LaShawn McCoy, Deshaun Jackson. Their defense has been outstanding, and they showed they can move the ball offensively.
2nd and 6. Here's Forte with a run, spinning. Eagles going after the ball. Clock resets at 1:37. You see that play clock come in, immediately reset at 40.
But it's Lovie Smith football. He's a heck of a coach after a bye in his own right. They've done this as a team. They played tremendous team defense. They made an impact play in special teams again on the Deshaun Jackson fumble right before the half. And their offensive line has been outstanding tonight. The Eagles don't have a sack. And I think Jay Cutler's played 39 games or 38 games with the Bears. I think he's been sacked in every game since he's been in Chicago except for one.
But one, correct. Milking the clock all the way down. It's 3rd and 2. Cutler gives it to Marion Barber. Pounding forward. Barber is stopped short of the first down. Play clock resets. The Bears will probably use a timeout at the 9-second mark and then punt the ball away.
Well, it's desperation block. It's where Bobby April down here, the special teams coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, has to be setting up some kind of a desperation block or a desperation return.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Can you say New York Giants, Deshaun Jackson?
The Eagle fans always remember that game in the Meadowlands last year. Matt Dodge, the rookie punter, kicked it to Jackson, who fumbled the handle of the reception, picked it up, got a great block from Jason Avant, took it home for the game-winning punt return for touchdown. Bears take the timeout at 9 seconds left. And Dave Toub, special teams coach for the Bears, getting his guys and their plan going.
And the Bears have one of the more experienced long snappers, Mike.
You know, John, this might be a take a safety situation here, too. You could almost take this ball, run around, and kill that 9 seconds and step out of the end zone. Be real close here.
So Patrick Manley, their snapper, has played the most games in Bears history. Game 213 tonight. 9 seconds left. 8 Eagles there on the line. Back to Podlish, who takes his time, kicks it toward the sideline, out of bounds. That's out of bounds. It's going to give Vick a chance to take a shot at the end zone. It comes down with 3 seconds left. And they're going to mark it up at the 38-yard line. So it's about, once he runs around, about 65, 67-yard heave toward the end zone. And in case you were wondering, the ball coming down to the ground is when the clock stops. That's why, even though it was out of bounds, you had to wait till it comes down. And now the Bears send Urlacher back to home run territory.
He was a safety in college. I don't know if he ever played this deep, though.
Brandon Merriweather back there as well. You got 3 guys back there. And the Eagles 62 yards away. 3 seconds remaining. There's Vick. And they'll try to throw it around. Goes through the hands of Jackson, and the ball game comes to an end. Well, a fitting end to this one as the Chicago Bears jump out 10-0 and rally from down 7, scoring the last 13 points to win 30-24 and improve to 5-3. And a crushing loss for the 3-5 Eagles. Philadelphia now 3 back in the NFC East. And Jay Cutler and the Bears with a great run. Susie Colbert.
Jay, you said you were looking forward to a competitive battle of quarterbacks. What'd you say to Michael Vick?
Oh, just tell them to stay healthy. They're a good football team. They got great coaching. They got good players. They'll be fine. What
was working so well for you guys tonight?
We had a few turnovers there, but we kept battling. Defense did a great job all night, gave us field position, and, we were able to put some points on the board when it counted.
What was it like for you to finally have Earl Bennett back?
Great. You could see. The production he gives us, he's a safety valve out there. He makes plays after the catch. He's a really good receiver.
Congratulations, Jay.
Thank you.
Susie, the Eagles took a lead into the 4th quarter and blew that lead. It's the 4th time they've done that here in the first half of the season and ties a team record. Chicago 5-3 with a very big victory here, and they see the Lions in a late game next Sunday afternoon. Meantime, the Eagles see the Arizona Cardinals and try to heal the wound. Final score tonight, 30-24 Bears, with John Gruden, Ron Jaworski, Susie Colbert, and our Monday night team. Mike Tirico, good night from Philadelphia. Here comes SportsCenter.